What is up, Wolverine Nation? It's your boy TJ Ronan. We have another Thursday call-in special, and there's a lot to talk about. Believe it or not, it's February. Snowstorms are happening. Shout out to all the snowplow and salt truck drivers out there. We appreciate you, especially my gym parking lot. I appreciate that. And then to all of everyone calling in tonight, we appreciate you. Everyone part of the community, we appreciate you. Everybody who left comments earlier in the day, I want to give a shout out to Ron Messer. He left a comment at 3:50 today. He had a comment that said, I missed what you had to say about the Texas State kicker, or I got it right here. I missed what you had to say about the Texas State kicker, Beckham Sunderland. I didn't see a video like you normally do for transfers. Yeah, I didn't do one for him because, he's more of a kickoff specialist. Obviously Zavada's going to handle kicking duties, for PAT and field goals. So I just didn't feel – I could have done one, but I just didn't feel there was the necessary reason for that. But I can always do one. You guys want one? Let me know. I'll do one. But and then also there's not a lot of film on him either. Just FYI. But no, hey, good to have him. Good depth for the organization. Now this is the call-in show, and as you guys know, for every $100 we go an extra hour, and you guys typically come through pretty well on this show. We appreciate that. Last week I think it was Wolverine Casual held it down, and then the rest of the crew came through. So we greatly appreciate it. But there's a bunch to talk about tonight. And we do have some open call lines. We have a couple callers already. We appreciate you. We'll get to you in just a moment. But I wanted to kind of start things off before we get into it with the callers. The first thing I want to get into is the spring game has been announced. Okay. The spring game is official. And for those who don't know, it is April 19th as we expected. And I can 100% confirm we are going to be there. We already have our Airbnb locked up. Myself, John Diadamo, Maze Madman, Johnny, Maniac, and Kinetic will also be making his way down there. So we will be there. We will be there. We will fucking be there, boys. And we're looking forward to meeting all of you guys, So we'll figure all that out. Ryan Hall, I see you, man. We'll figure that out as well. Just let me know your plans. And then here's what I do know for sure. I will be making a stop at Hailgate. I gotta meet up with my guy Dre. So that'll be a for sure. We'll figure out the rest. We'll figure out the after party. We'll figure out all that stuff. We will be doing a post game also. We'll got to figure that out as well. So looking forward to that. And just so you guys know, man, that spring game is about to be hype as hell. Bryce Underwood's first time in the maize and blue. Obviously he did practice, but I mean actually playing for us on the field. So we're excited about that. So be on the lookout for that. We'll update you guys as we go, as we develop plans. We have a couple venues apparently we're in the works with, but potentially doing an after game, post game show there. Maybe we may do something different now with this new spot we got. It's kind of a unique spot. I won't go into any more details on it, but we might do something there. It's pretty hype. And then the other big news of the week is Matt Patricia has been added to the Ohio State coaching staff, which is hilarious. It's funny because it's possibly the worst coaching decision that I think they could possibly make given their needs and available coaches. But hey, you know what? It's funny to see. And I made a comment on social media. I said only Buckeyes could convince themselves that shit is a good food to eat. It's amazing some of the mental gymnastics some of these Buckeyes are taking with this Matt Patricia hire, because it's like, Yes, he was in the NFL, yes. But I mean, if you look at his numbers and if you look at his trajectory and his recent stops without the Belichick's, without the Brady's, every single defense has declined hard. And any Lions fan will tell you, we watch those defenses. It's just it's good news for us is what it is. It's good news for us. We are going to we're gonna control time of possession because that's what he does. Bend don't break. He literally specializes in, his philosophy is time of possession and trying to limit the and try and control the game. In that way. You could argue, okay, Ohio State's offense is aggressive and they can score. So there's no reason that the offense can't stay on the field and control the clock, right? And then his theory is, well, if the defense controls the clock, but shortens the field once they get into the red zone and holds them to field goals, then we can control the game and get leads. That's his philosophy. It's a crazy philosophy. And especially if your defensive players have gaps or leaks, missed assignments, which will happen because it's a very complex defense. And then the way they rush the passer, it's a terrible scheme. I mean, we'll see if he adjusts it to the college game and to what adjustments he makes. But at the end of the day, I mean, I cannot believe that's their hire, and I'm ecstatic for it. And then the other thing is there's a few recruiting items. And again, if you guys want to call in, I'll drop the link in the chat. We need some more callers. We would do 5-minute calls. Looking forward to talking with our guys here. I got my guy Marmar. I got Timothy waiting patiently. We'll get to you guys. And like I said, in GT already started things off. For every $100, we will go an extra hour. So I greatly appreciate everybody for that. But I want to hit on, actually, we'll get the GT Super Chat, and then we will get to some of the recruiting things I want to kind of touch on. Some interesting news, a lot of interesting news, actually. For it being February, there's a lot of news. I mean, there's more news now than there was in January when there was some visits and stuff. But anyways, so we got GT here. OSU desperately needed the world-class leadership of Matt Patricia with the departure of Pantless Wonders, aka class of 2025. Both coordinators, they had no leadership left. Yeah, I mean, no doubt. Leader of men. We know Ryan Day is may not be a leader of men, more of an X and O's type coach, carried by a depleted, I would say, watered down season. Don't let the Buckeyes fool you when they say, "Oh, the greatest run in college football playoff history." Well, first of all, it's the first 12-team playoff. Congratulations, you Lewis and Clark did. There will be others. And then secondly, it was a watered down playoff, and the year itself was a watered down year for college football. Beating these teams who are top 5 is not as significant as they want it to be. But at the end of the day, they did win a natty, and that matters. So good for them, happy for them, but not the greatest run ever like they want to claim. And Matt Patricia, no doubt, I would say the prototype or archetype of a leader of men. Yes, GT. That's exactly what Ryan Day was after. So we appreciate you. We're down to $90 to unlock the second hour. And I'll hit on these recruiting things real quick. A couple things I want to hit on. And then we will get to our callers. We got 3 callers. We'll get to you guys. Thank you, Keegan, for calling in. Look, Savion Hitter has announced he's going to be visiting Michigan, guys. He's going to be coming June 13th to June 15th. That's big news. He is number 1 running back in the nation. He has even said Michigan leads in my recruitment. So we're excited about that. Javion Osborne, the number 5 running back in the nation. Interesting twist. Shout out to my Detroit Lions, who are now hiring Texas's running back coach, who Javion Osborne's best relationship was with Tashard Choice. His best relationship in terms of recruiters. Tony Alford is his second best relationship. Well, guess what? Tashard Choice is going to the Lions. So that opens up the door for us to potentially get our Sonic and Knuckle duo. He's going to be visiting that big weekend of June 20th. Looking forward to that. And then another interesting note. Trey Taylor, our 2027 QB1 that we have talked about a lot on this channel, he has come down to 5 schools. Michigan is one of those 5 schools, and he has announced that he will be making a decision June 6th. If he visits Michigan in the springtime, which I do anticipate he will, no date has been set. We are going to try and get him on. We are currently in conversations as we speak. So we greatly appreciate that. And then I'm going to update the banner. We're going to get up we'll get up our first call right now. Let's get up our boy Marmar. Marmar, what up, bro? How you doing, man?
Oh, my bad.
You good?
Reading something. What up, though?
Shit, man. Right? Just doing the damn thing, man. How you doing?
I'm good, man. Is that who I think it is in the chat? You can give me a nod or a nod. You know what I'm talking about.
I don't know who the hell you're. Let me see. No, I don't know what you're talking about. I've been doing this thing, man. I don't know. You can text me though. But
Hold on.
anyway, so what you got on your mind, Mama?
Nah, just chilling, man. I was just calling in to support you, man. You know what I'm saying?
What?
Y'all doing these shows, man. I appreciate it. Got my family now. You want to cry? No, I'm just playing.
Yeah,
uh, but yeah, man, the Matt Patricia thing, man. I was telling people at work, what up, though? Yak Town, you feel me? My boy Dexter Green, okay. John Diamo. Hey, is he Italian?
yeah, he's Italian. Yeah, he's Italian.
Diamo. Oh, okay. The Bronx.
Diamo.
Yeah, the Bronx Tale.
He's like Irish Italian or some shit. It's a crazy mixture. He's an interesting.
Okay, that's what's up. Okay.
Yeah.
But
Hey,
yeah,
he's a spring game. So shout out to my guy.
yeah, man, we geek. You know what I'm saying? April 19th, I'm coming in there. You know what I'm saying? With the Wolverine fit on. You feel me?
Yeah, dude, it's be hype, man.
Yeah, just wear a coat. Cause last year it duped me.
Yeah, what was the temperature last year? Do you remember? Like
it was supposed to be like it. It's supposed to be. Yeah, it was like 40 something, but it was supposed to. I missed that. I underestimated the weather. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. But the Matt Patricia thing, man. We don't know. We don't know how they're gonna turn out. But I like what you posted earlier. With the Buckeye fan being
let's pull that up. Actually.
authentic in his thought about it, and I agree with it.
Yeah, he's a Lions fan, so he knows. I mean, he knows. Like, see, a lot of these Buckeyes, they don't know because they're not. Some of them are not. They're not Lions fans, you know, and because they're not Lions fans, they didn't see it firsthand how this went down. And I know my Eagles fans knew because I had some Eagle fans tell me exactly how it went down for them. So, for example, we had one of these individuals.
Let me get a shout out real quick. Let me get a shout out. Jeez, I see you.
Yeah, so we got I got to give a shout to our boy He Low Key in a moment, but he Low Key. Our guy Steven here goes, I'm a lifelong Ohio State fan. Hiring Matt Patricia as our new defensive coordinator is the most horrific decision that Ryan Day has ever made, and he's made quite a few. Patricia is a terrible coach and a terrible person. I know the Detroit Lions fans, me included, know what a toxic mess Patricia made in the Lions locker room. And he was not well liked in the Patriot locker rooms either. A terrible hire for Ryan Day. Will be regretting very quickly. And I personally agree with that. I think Patricia has 2 years. I think in year one, it's going to be a little bumpy. I think in year two, they're going to realize that, I think they're just going to look to move on after year two. I just think they're going to realize it's not a good fit. I'm telling you, he is, man. But here's my honest look. There will be games where Patricia will scheme up a great defense, but those games are 1 out of like 2 out of 10, 3 out of 10. It's a low hit rate. Every now and then he'll have a game where he schemes the shit out of it. And then those other games, especially games against competition he should dominate, man, it's leaky. There's missed assignments. It's just a mess. The pressure. And here's another thing, too, that blew my mind under Patricia, the lack of pressure.
TJ, when the last time he coached?
Last year, he was the defensive coordinator for the.
Okay, I'm talking about in 2024. Did he coach?
Yeah, Eagles. Defensive
coordinator. No, that was 2023.
No, it was last year, Mama.
The season started in September of 24.
All right, you're right. I'm in 2025. But last year was 2023. No,
last year was 2024. Man, we in 2025.
Well, you're already on the new season when the season has kicked off until September.
I'm already there. Hey, listen. Once the spring game was announced, we on to the next season, cuz.
Super Bowl was like a week ago. We're already on the.
That season now is on to the next season, cuz. On to the next. On to the next one. On to the next. On to the next. No, I was playing. Somebody told it. No, I was playing. It's on to the next. So
he was the Eagles' defensive coordinator in his last stop.
Okay. And then who's the coordinator that won the Super Bowl with the greatest defensive line of all times? Fangio, right?
Okay.
The Philadelphia Eagles, the guy that just coached in the Super Bowl.
Okay.
Who is that? What's his name?
I think it's Vic Fangio.
Okay, he been his coach all season.
Yep.
Okay, so Matt Patricia was the coach doing Michigan run to the national championship.
Correct.
All right. So now we on to the next. Okay. Uh, so he ain't coached in a year. Okay. Then another thing I have to point out. Josh Daniels was under Belichick. He sucked at Denver, and then he went back to the Patriots, and then he got the Raiders job, and then he sucked there. Okay, sit down. Bill, whatever his name is, he sucks. Um, Matt Patricia sucks. The only one out of that coaching tree did decent is Mike Vrabel, but he was a player, but he still was. He still, he still runs the Patriot system when he was at Tennessee. So
Yeah.
yeah, man, I just think Brady was basically what I'm getting to is Brady is the reason why all of them were successful.
Yeah, I agree.
Because when he left, what the Patriots do? But Belichick looked like a ordinary. He looked worse than
You know what's interesting too, Marmar, is if anyone remembers after Matt Patricia, and then I'm gonna get to the next caller here, Marmar, but after Matt Patricia, the Patriots defense actually became really good, like top 10 good. So it's something that I just think that the Buckeyes are trying to convince themselves is a good hire simply because he was from the NFL. But Marmar, shout out to you, man. I'm sure if we're on here longer or we're on here later, bro, don't be a stranger. You can call back in. You know the deal.
Hey, man, you about to kick me off?
Well, you want to rock with us?
Yeah, I want to rock with man. Yeah.
You stay on.
I just wanted to chill for a minute. You feel me? Yeah, say it.
You say we'll pull up Keegan. I didn't know.
Hey, hold on. Let me show you my new controller, bro. You going to like this color. Ugh.
You're a PS5 guy, though. I'm an Xbox guy.
Hey, listen. Ask Maze. I just played Call of Duty with him. I went 41-11. Then the next game, I went 31-11. Stop playing with me. And we was playing off. So I'm gonna tell you the difference between PlayStation players on Call of Duty and Xbox players on Xbox. Listen, y'all soft. I was hitting y'all from. Hey, I was hitting everybody, bro. I was tearing through their mind. Hey, buy the game and come get this smoke because I'm gonna give it to y'all, man. I'm sizzling over. Hey, ask Maze how. Hey, ask Maze, madman, how the boy tomorrow is nice. I'm very nice. I'm nice with these sticks. I play Call of Duty. I've been playing Call of Duty for a minute.
Yeah, dude. I used to be obsessed with Call of Duty.
Hey, listen, back in the day when it was on the PlayStation 3 and the Xbox 360, we used to you used to have your little cruise and run and run all night. Yeah, all night. Yeah, bro.
Yeah, and then there was a new one I got into. Fuck, I remember. I got in like 3 of them.
I'm gonna go in order for you.
And then I got out.
I'm gonna go in order for you. So it went. It went. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 4.
Yeah, I got it.
And then they went. And then they went War at War. And then they went Modern Warfare 2. And then it went Black Ops.
Got in.
And then it went Black Ops. The first Black Ops. Yeah,
and then 2 I was in, and that's when I got.
Black Ops 2.
Ghost. Yeah.
And then I never played Ghost. I never played Advanced Warfare either because I thought they was like dumb. And then Black Ops 3 came out. That's when you was jumping on the walls and jumping off the walls and shooting stuff. And I was like, this is retarded. And then they stopped doing that. And then I got the bundle with the Infinity Warfare.
This was my era right here. Right here. 09 to 2012, 13-ish.
Yep. All that. That was one of the best times for Call of Duty.
Yeah, bro. I fucking love that game. All right, let's pull up Keegan and we'll get back on the mission. Well, first, Hilo Key, $10 super chat. Just showing my support, work you guys do. Hey, Timothy, you're up after Keegan. All right, my man. And guys, we have pretty much open lines. You guys want to call in, give us a call. I know it's February. I know spring ball is a month away, But at the end of the day, Michigan don't stop, and you know the deal. Let's get Keegan up here. Keegan, how we doing, man?
Yeah, I'm good, man.
Eric?
Thanks for taking my call.
Absolutely. Keegan will always take your call. You going to the spring game?
Hey, who is that voice
No,
of
I'm
college football
down here in
dude?
South Florida.
You're down in South
What's
Florida?
up?
Oh, I didn't know that. I thought you were in Michigan, man. Oh, all right.
Yeah. Man, I'm liking that Patricia hire. I think it's
Yeah.
so I actually think it's a good hire.
All
Because
right, hold on.
you
You
bring
actually think
in
it's a good hire?
Yep.
You like non sarcasm. You think it's a good hire for them?
There's a little sarcasm, but I do think
All
it's a
right.
good hire because
Okay.
be- because he brings in a lot of NFL experience. It could be used for recruiting. Also, you have a scapegoat when Michigan beats him.
100%. And that's the truth too. Like I said when I made my video, and I want to give a shout out to Tom. Well, Ryan, we're gonna get to you, but hey, USA hockey games on. Listen, don't run away from us. But if you guys want to watch some hockey, I'm about to go put it on in a second, actually. But to your point, Keegan, yeah, I mean, you're right. I think this gives, if it doesn't work, it gives Ryan Day an excuse and some time to get the next guy. And if it does work, then it works at the end of the day. Now, we do have a Buckeye in the chat. Buckeyes battle cry. You should give us a call, man, and defend your opinion. But Keegan, I'm with you on your position on that. I'm with you. So
Yeah,
keep going. I'm gonna. It's right there. I'll be right back. Keep going though. I can hear you.
I think it's a strategic hire because it obviously brings in a lot of experience. Could be good for recruiting. There's the scapegoat thing, and Ryan Day has 7 years, and they probably are going to struggle with Michigan, I would say. So I think it gets them over the hump, and then they have someone to blame it on, because you can't fire him for probably 5 years to make financial sense. So they're stuck with Ryan Day for 5 years,
Right.
I think.
Right.
So in with all of that said, I think it's a brilliant hire.
Damn, there's a fight in the USA Finland game. Can you believe it? Yeah, no, I agree with
Oh
you.
yeah.
Yeah, hey guys, just so you know, USA Finland.
I'm watching it. Oh yeah, punch him in the neck. Yeah,
Four
slap him.
Nations tournament.
Slap him with a stick.
ESPN, I promise, this is good hockey. You guys want good hockey? It's good hockey. But anyway, no, Keegan, you're right. You're right. They made a financial commitment to him. He can't go nowhere.
TJ, right. I didn't know Raymond was Sweden. He was playing for the Swedes last night.
Lucas Raymond, my man.
Yeah, I thought Lucas was American.
No. Lucas Raymond's
he's
Sweden.
He's a mixed Sweden. That was the first time I ever seen a mixed person from Sweden.
No, he's not mixed, man. What are you talking about?
Man, he is mixed, bruh.
He's not mixed.
His hair is okay. His hair is all
mixed. I'm not mad. Go for it, man. But no, he's not mixed. He's 100% Sweden. But
I thought he was mixed.
Yeah, let's give a shout out to our guy Ryan Hall here. Gifted 5 memberships. Appreciate you, Ryan Hall.
Who got one?
That's a good question. Let's see. Actually, I don't know if I have shit. I don't have the thing up. Let me see if I can. Let me see if I can find it.
Hey, did you get my text? I just asked you that.
No, I didn't get your text. I haven't been on my phone. I've been doing the show, Mama.
Where's your phone at?
Right here. I just got it. It's on a charger.
Okay.
All right. So here. All right. So the gifts were Joey Foster. Shout out Joey Foster in the house, man. I didn't know Joey Foster. Hey, Joey. I hope you're doing well, man. I know. You know. I know. I hope you're doing well, my friend. Taos DeCane. We got a Chicago fan in the house. Just so you know, Patrick Kane's on the Red Wings. I know you know. Detroit Wolverine gets a membership. Slade the Expectation gets a membership. And then Stephen Powers got a membership.
Okay.
So yeah, shout out to you and shout out to Joey Foster, man. I hope you're doing well.
Hey, them Canadians are fast, bro. Hey, yeah, McKinnon was. Hey, bro. I thought McDavid was fast, but McKinnon, bro.
Yeah, McKinnon's nuts, man.
So you still on the... Go ahead.
What, you? No, you go.
Are you still thinking Mikey Keene's going to start?
I am. As it stands, that's my current position. We'll see how the spring game goes. I mean, it's potentially possible he's undeniable, Keegan. It's potentially possible he's undeniable and he's going to start. I mean, it could be that way. I just feel that Sharon's going to play it safe. I just don't know why you'd rush it because we're going to win that game anyways. So, I mean, it doesn't hurt anything to we sponsored by Evian now. It doesn't hurt to slow play, but I mean, I know the fans want him to start. I'm not trying to be a contrarian. I'm not trying to, I just honestly, I just feel Sharon's going to play it safe. But I'll tell you right now, if spring game happens, Keegan, and he balls out like on some Vince Young stuff, and you call in spring, we're going to do a post
spring game don't mean nothing.
But dude, if it's undeniable, it's going to be hard to say he's not going to start week 1, man.
I think it's going to be undeniable. The thing is he going to understand like pre-snap stuff? So, which is going to be a part of the offense. So I get that point, but like for the offensive line, moving Evan Link over,
right?
Who's the stud we saw at right tackle in the Alabama game? Sprague. Yeah.
Stud.
So what my concern is left guard, and I think it's possible that you could have Babalola or Ty Haywood start at left guard, and you'd be all right with Underwood, so long as he understands pre-snap, because I think you are going to see that amazing quarterback in the spring game and all that potential, and I think it will be undeniable. But like it's not bad if Mikey Keene starts. It's not bad, but really, if you want to go far in the playoff, you need to go ahead and start Underwood so he takes his lumps.
I don't know. I don't know if it stops us. I don't know if it really. I mean, he's gonna play game 1. It's not gonna. It's not gonna. If he doesn't start until week 3, it's not gonna crush. I mean, it's not gonna. I don't think it'll be a big impact.
What do you think, Marmar? Who do you think's gonna start?
Yeah, Marmar. What do you think? You there, Marmar?
You're muted.
Wait, yeah, you're muted.
First of all, you got to understand for the next, we got how many more months until August 30th?
It's February now. So 6 months, maybe?
6 months. Yeah,
5.5.
Okay, you got 6 months to install and teach and get Bryce and King well equipped to this system. Okay? You didn't have a playoff run this year. So now you can really install everything. And this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to go off how the last 3 games of the season went. Something clicked and everything. Everybody want to say it was once we landed Bryce Underwood, Jerome Moore clicked. No. The inside noise was that Sharon took them 2 weeks and started watching film. He became the CEO. And once he became the CEO, that's where it clicked. Yeah, Bryce helped, but it also, Sharon Moore went to watch tape for them 2 weeks. It was like, oh, okay, I see what I need to do. And so that's why we seen the results at the end of the season. And then in the Bama game, I don't think people are paying attention to that. We held our own with 26 people sitting out in that game. 26 people.
Was it 26?
Sitting out, yeah, 26. Okay. And they still went in there and manhandled. It was like the Rose Bowl, mini Rose Bowl all over again. You know what I'm saying?
You see Derek Moore bull rush that guy?
5 sacks. We had 6 sacks. 11 months prior in the Rose Bowl. Okay, 13 points. So we held Ohio State to 10, and then Alabama, the same Alabama that went in to LSU and blew them off the field to 13 points. Jerome and Michigan went in.
Georgia too.
Okay, but Georgia almost came back and won that game. Okay, because if you paid attention to that game, Alabama was up all through the first half, and then all of a sudden Georgia went on that run or tied and took the lead. So a 30, it was down like 28. It was like Atlanta and the Patriots all over again. So I just think Bryce is starting.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
The guy from On3, what's his name? JD or Pat or whatever his name is.
JD Pico.
Yeah, he made a great point. I don't know if y'all watched it.
No.
And then the way Bryce is having these Underwood, where Channel 7 in Detroit with the Brad guy, and he keeps saying it's my time, it's my time.
Yeah, I know. He's coming for it.
Yeah, nobody knows what's being told to him in Schembechler Hall, though.
Yeah, he's not being given it. He's got to earn it. He's not being given it. No way.
Man, he already gave it. He got the keys in the Ferrari.
Yeah, Sharon gave him the job on the sideline.
Yeah, he gave it to him on the sideline. Yeah.
We got to get to our next caller.
Yeah.
I appreciate you, Keegan. All right, my man?
All right, hey, Keegan, you the man, bro.
Yeah, we appreciate you, Keegan. Thank you.
All right. See you.
All right, peace. All right, so I want to give you a shout out to my Tao's the King guy, Chicago fan. I just want to let him know the deal. What up, son? Guess who's on the wings, boy? That's right. Patrick Kane's a wing, son. All right, so let's get to our next call. We got Timothy, who's been waiting very patiently. What's up, Timothy? How are you doing, my friend?
What's up, Tim?
Good. Ooh.
That's my guy.
Ooh. They made a big mistake because they got to play Sark week 1.
Yeah, you're talking about Ohio State and Tech. You're talking about Ohio State playing Texas. Yeah, I agree with you, Tim.
Yeah, but and Matt Patricia, he terrible at beating a tandem offense, and then they got to play with Texas. They got a tandem the offense and they running backs. Then later on they got to play Penn State's, but their two running backs when they was in the playoffs, they was out cold. But they returning and they got faced with Michigan, and they probably going to be having a 1-2 punch.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, so you think Texas is going to win week 1, yeah?
Yeah, they might, yeah.
Okay.
Because they losing the same amount of players that Michigan did. When our team won the national title, the difference is that for Ohio State, the role is the reverse. The amount of players that the Michigan lost to the draft after they won the national title, that might be the same amount of players that Ryan Day is losing, but it's on defense.
Yeah, they're losing. They're not only losing a lot of talent. To your point, the coaching staff, new offensive coordinator, new defensive coordinator. I think Ohio State's going to take a step back next year. I just don't think they're going to be as dominant as they've been. Now, look, that doesn't mean they're not going to make a bowl game. Like, I want to stress that they're still going to be they're still going to be a good team, but they're not going to be an elite team. And that's the difference for me next year that I think. Now, maybe I'm wrong. Prove me wrong. We'll find out. I know Ohio State's one of the more consistent teams.
I do got something I want y'all to hear. And my second video, I decided to put it on YouTube. I did make a little promo.
All right, here's the promo. Hey everyone, want to know where else you can find Timothy Redmond? Check out TJ Roman's YouTube show, The Michigan Voice of College Football. It's live every Thursday night at 8 o'clock. You'll get to hear from Timothy and a bunch of other callers. Let's get back to talking about Ryan Day and Matt Patricia.
Very cool, man. I like it. That's cool. That's cool, man.
That's dope. I like that. Cool, hey, where you from, Tim?
Michigan.
My man.
You in Detroit?
Huh?
You in Detroit?
Yeah.
Facts. I can tell by the curtain. I can tell by the design in the back. That's a Detroit house.
Hey, you going to Facts.
I do like that. That hire that Michigan made.
Which one? Soup Campbell?
No. Yeah, Campbell.
Yeah, Campbell, the wide receiver coach.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a real good hire. 6 1,000-yard receivers in 6 straight seasons. I mean, he's an excellent coach. 3 All-Americans. I put out a video today about him being the secret weapon. I do think he is a secret weapon.
Yes, he is.
Yeah, I think
it's a good hire. Very good hire.
We all know that Michigan, they like to use 2 good wide receivers in their offense. If that's considered a tandem offense, just like the running backs.
Wait, I'm sorry. Is it a tandem offense like the running backs?
Yeah. Because the most college teams that I watch, they mostly don't rotate their tight ends the way that Michigan and Penn State been doing lately. Ohio State, they tried that, but they ain't had no the success with G. Scott and what was that and Kay Stover. When Kay Stover left, they tight end room, it plummeted. He did not live up to the expectation that the last guy had set.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. I mean, for Michigan, I think they run tandem tight ends. In terms of wide receivers, no, I mean nobody else doesn't run. But yeah, I mean, look, Michigan's always been a school that likes 2 tight end sets. If you remember AJ Barnum and Colson Loveland, and then this year it was really Colson Loveland, and unfortunately we didn't really have a guy step up like an AJ Barnum. It was supposed to be
and the year before AJ Barner, they had Colson Loveland, and he took over for Eric All because he had a middle season injury, and the other guy they had Luke Schoonmaker.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember who they had. So Colson Loveland pretty much. Well, that's the thing too, is Colson Loveland essentially stole the job as a freshman. And then Luke Schoonmaker, who was an excellent tandem tight end. But all right, Timothy,
do you think that the Lions should upgrade their third running back and get Edwards or a Khalil Mullins?
No on Edward. Well,
for the special teams, when David Montgomery, the games that he couldn't, when he got injured, in one of those games they lost, and they couldn't get the some games that they couldn't even run the ball, and in most of those games they ended up losing. And those was the games that David Montgomery that he was playing, was not playing or playing through an injury.
Yeah, so I agree with you. I think the Lions do need to upgrade their third running back. So that running back is supposed to be Sione Vaki. If you remember, we drafted Sione Vaki. He was either in the third or fourth round last year.
But he came out.
I would rather have Khalil Mullins than Edwards, though. Edwards
came out of college. They had him as a safety, and some other teams because he entered as a safety, and they decided to turn him to a running back though.
Right, Timothy. You know your ball, man.
Yeah,
like, you know your ball, man. You could talk ball all day. Are you going to the spring game?
Maybe? No.
No, okay. Well, it's all good, man. Well, hey, I appreciate you calling in, Timothy. We're gonna get to our next caller. I'm sure we'll hear from you next week. All right, my man.
All right, I might
go blue, buddy. Go blue, buddy. We got Timothy. That kid knows his ball, bro. Like Timothy knows ball, bro. Like that, he knows. Like, you know, I mean, he amazes me with how much he knows. I mean, he knows his ball. All right, so we got Johnny in the house. Shout out to Timothy, man. I really I just appreciate Timothy. He's a good dude. All right, Johnny Olden, what is up, brother? Captain America.
What up? What up? What up?
Hey, TJ, hey, Johnny, you gotta stop eating them up like that, man. Them lives you be doing oh my goodness, be life at work, bro. I'll be like, man. He said the rivalry. They said the rivalry started in 2000. I lost it. I said, because they do think that.
I know. That's crazy, bro. It's wild, the arguments they make. Like it's like, oh, it only happened in 2000. They're a timeline focused fan base, you know, and then the way they wrap their head around this Patricia stuff is wild to me.
Yeah, I've been cooking them with these, you know, they always come in the chats with these talking points. So,
yeah,
you know, I just light them up because it ain't nothing but common sense if you just really think about it.
I know.
So, you know, I let them have it every time. It's easy. So,
yeah, that's
what's going on? What's going on, man?
Shit, bro. We enjoying some February snow up in Michigan, and bro, I'll tell you what, I'm amped for you know, we won't get into too many details, Johnny, but I'm pretty amped for our Airbnb, bro.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Good ass time, man. So yeah, just I don't know, just chilling, man. Just enjoying the show with the community, and obviously kicking it with the boys, man.
Yeah, it's snowing up there because it was
so
hot.
USA scored, by the way. USA scored. Shout out to USA. So it snowed yesterday. We got like, I don't know, like 4, 5, 6 inches. I don't even know.
It's gonna score
again tomorrow. What up, Mama?
We scored. USA scored.
Yeah,
Let's go.
We scored. Yeah, it's 1-1. We all riding it down with Team USA right now. But yeah,
Thanks.
So ESPN.
You know, some Michigan player on there, Hughes.
And Larkin.
Oh yeah.
Larkin's on there as well. Dylan. So
you think Matt Patricia is I did a wait and see. Because
really,
if we gonna be real, we don't really know for sure, because he was under Belichick's tutelage. Like, that comes into play. He did have top defenses when he was the coordinator, but then when he got his own team, they were garbage,
bro. Okay. So look, I have no issue with anyone who wants to take. All right, listen, anyone could take a wait and see approach. That's fine if you would like. I'm gonna call my shot right now. He is going to fucking fail, and it's not going to be good. And that's not me being a Michigan biased hater. I know this dude. I had him as my coach for 3 freaking years. I'm going to be honest with you. So we had Bob Quinn as our GM for 2 years prior to Matt Patricia, and we used to have Jim Caldwell as our coach. And the name the entire year was Matt Patricia. So I was watching Matt Patricia as a Patriots defensive coordinator. Never impressed. Defense always gave up big plays. Like, dude, they give up a lot of yards. Now, points per game, the defense is solid if you look at the Patriots' time. But I listen.
It would be like 17
time of possession. It kept his defense off the field, which actually limited the damage. And then when he was in Detroit, Matt Stafford was the quarterback. They could not control time of possession, and because of that, the defense was even more exposed. And on top of this, if anyone looks how good the Patriots defense did after Patricia. Patricia was actually a negative, not a positive for New England. And I'm telling you, man, his defense, I'm going to tell you right now. You're like, TJ, you were right. Bemba don't break defense. It is leaky. They will have missed assignments, and the players will not like him. Now, it's possible he may have changed as a human and grown and developed and evolved because it was a bad time in Detroit. It's possible. But I'm going to tell you right now, he rubs a lot of individuals the wrong way because he's not authentic. And he always tries to be the smartest guy in the room.
He's been an analyst for what? like 4 or 5 years now or something?
No, he was the defensive coordinator for the Eagles last year, and they got worse.
Last year?
Last year. But don't listen to Marmar's schedule. He'll say 2 years ago.
Hey, bro, 2023 is almost 2 years ago, bro. What you talking about?
It just turned 25, bro.
I see them.
Okay.
I see them regardless having growing pains. You lost too many players. Plus, you trying to bring in a new scheme,
a new system. And I agree with that too. Like Wink Martindale, we had our growing pains, and he has to adjust to the college game. I don't disagree that will occur.
But the scheme was the same, though.
This defense will get exposed, man. And not only that, one thing his defense really sucked at was getting pressure on the quarterback because he likes to rush only 4 and drop guys into zone. I'm telling you,
you gotta have dogs for that.
Bro, these Buckeyes are gonna pull their hair out. He's gonna rush 4, get no pressure, and they're gonna drop back in zone. And because the quarterback has all fucking day, they're gonna find leaks and gaps and misassignments. I'm telling you. But look, there will be 3 out of 10 games where he will scheme the shit out of it. He will. I've seen him do it. I've seen him scheme up against Tom Brady and destroy the Patriots. That happened, and Bill Belichick was pissed. But he knows the Patriots. He knows their weaknesses. I've seen him scheme up really well against Kyler Murray in Arizona. But like a lot of these other games, it's bad, man. He thinks he's the smartest guy in the room, and I'm telling you, he's going to get exposed. I'm calling it. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I'll own it, but I'm calling it.
That's what I say. I own it if I'm wrong. But
yeah.
Hey, you calling your shot. We're going to see.
Hey, people around me at work were saying it was a bad hire, dog. Buckeye fans.
Everybody's been saying it's a bad hire, except a few people I've seen.
Yeah, it's funny. I went to the Buckeyes 247 just to I like to get the response. I like to read the response from the Buckeyes. They were not hyped. They were not very hyped. But then you have your Buckeyes like, oh, trust Ryan Day. Yeah, okay.
I got a question for both of you, TJ and Johnny. So since, like I said, I was thinking this the other day. So since they extended Ryan Day and he won the I Can't Beat Michigan National Championship, and if they lose, if they go into Ann Arbor and lose, what happens? Like what is the icebreaker there?
If they lose again to us?
Yes.
Nothing.
It's changed for them now because they probably still gonna make the playoff. So now they just want to, as long as they make the playoff, he's fine, because they just won a championship. So they try to act like they win it every year. They don't. They don't do that, but for some reason they think they do. So they just got a championship. So he's straight.
Yeah. He can lose another one and be fine. I mean, that's just what it is. Let's give a shout out to GT, $2 super chat. Patricia's going to dominate Purdue. We are $53 away from a second.
Hey, GT is
GT's a comedian.
Oh my man.
So you got Bryce. I think Sharon will probably go the safe route,
that's my thought.
Let me ask you, because I was talking about it on my car live the other day. You're planning on having him start? That's what we think he's going to start later on, right?
Yeah, later, not week 1.
So if we plan on him helping us win the Big Ten, getting in the playoffs, don't you want him to get them reps?
He's going to get reps, though. It's not like he's not going to play. Like, I'm
talking about real playing. You get what I'm saying?
He will, though. I think he'll get like a 70-30 split. Like 30, like in the game 1, I think he'll get like 30% of the snaps.
I need more than that.
You need more?
I'm with Johnny, bro.
I need more than that.
I need him to eat it all up.
I think it's potentially possible, though. He starts week 3. And that's early enough, man. Like, he'll be all right. Like, here's another thing too.
Starts that early, that ain't too bad.
So here's like one, and maybe he'll start after the bye week. So maybe he'll start week. It would be week 5, but it would be our 4th game against Nebraska. Although then it's on the road. I don't know if they would do that actually, but against Nebraska. But like, here's the thing too, guys. It might not be about Bryce Underwood though. It might be about, can we trust this offensive line to protect Underwood? And we probably would rather put Mikey Keene out there to find out. This offensive line's not proven.
That's
okay. That happened. Hey, that happened in 22 when you going back and forth with the Cade and McCartney. You remember when McCartney is in there, they were standing up. They were blocking for McCartney. But when Cade came in, he was getting sacked. That's how he hurt his leg. They weren't blocking for him. They weren't.
He was shook. He knew he didn't want to be in that competition.
Nah, I'm saying the offensive line on purpose wasn't blocking for Cade because they wanted JJ. That's what I seen. Like, watch them first. Go back and watch that game to where when he hurt his leg, when they were putting them back and forth in. Watch how they were not blocking for him, and then when JJ came in, they were blocking for him because they was like, and the offensive line was like, man, dang, bro, we not about to keep blocking for this dude. We want JJ, and that's why Cade said what he said when he left because he knew.
Yeah,
I just think the offensive line is. I think the two guys you brought in from the Division II. I'm gonna give this to Belichick. He did draft Division II guys. He didn't draft Division I offensive linemen to block for Tom Brady. Just drafted Division II guys. Mostly, if you go look at the draft picks of the offensive line at the Patriots, they were always Division II guys. And I think I think the offensive line going to jail. You got 6 months to work on that offensive line.
They got a jail. Sharon Moore, he on the clock this year. He on the clock for this one. That offensive line has to jail. The season really, that's the weight of the season, that offensive line. That's going to determine how good of a season we're going to have. Because
no doubt.
I don't got that much faith in Mikey Keene.
And so let's hit on that. So Moose just had a comment, and we'll get to Ryan Hall here. And I just want to also stress, guys, we are 33 away from a second hour. We have 8 minutes. We have one more call after Johnny, but we'll probably just keep Johnny up here and do the extra call with Mama. And but we have one more call, and we have 8 minutes. We are 33 away, guys. Every 100 will go an extra hour. But to your point, though, to Moose's point, to your point, Moose says I don't trust Mikey Keene. Guys, listen, his decision making is questionable in terms of turnovers. I don't disagree. But here's the deal. Here's the deal, though. If he does that, you're going to get what you want. Underwood's going to go in. Now, I will say this, though. If that offensive line is a real problem, though, they're not going to put Underwood in like that. They're not going to expose him like that. There's no way. You don't want it and I this is my new thing now, and Kinetics kind of promoted it as well. Listen, we're not going to David Carr him. I can't shell shock this quarterback, man. Like, you cannot ruin this kid's confidence. It's real. It's I'm not saying it will happen, but
okay. I'm gonna play devil's advocate to that.
Bring it.
So,
devil.
Pause for that. Don't put that on me. Don't you put that evil on me, TJ.
Hey, son, you want to be the advocate? Go for it, bro.
but look, so if the offensive line is struggling, Bryce would help that because he's
mobile.
He's a dual threat. So if you don't put him in, are you sacrificing this season?
It's a fair counter argument, but I don't want to find out week one because we're not losing week one. Week two, we'll learn. We'll learn a lot week two, man. Week two, we'll know what's up.
If they're struggling week one, it's gonna struggle week two probably too.
Exactly. Same thing that happened last year.
Here's the thing, though. Sometimes teams struggle week one though because they got to gel. There's no preseason in college football, man. Like they gotta get in the rhythm.
True, but
listen.
That's a New Mexico to Oklahoma.
Yeah. Just like last year from Fresno State to Texas. And I was at that Fresno State game and they looked terrible live. I said, what's going on?
Oklahoma's more name than good. They're more name than good. I think they're Oklahoma. Like, they're not that good, guys.
And then that's Sharon Moore's homecoming.
He can coach defenses. Now you got to give him that.
Yeah, big facts.
You ain't giving him that, TJ.
Oklahoma's defense is bad.
Hey, Brennanville's had signs though, according to Ryan Day.
Like, here's what I'll give Oklahoma. They really upgraded their quarterback to one of my favorite quarterbacks, John Mateer. So I mean, I expect. I'm not saying Oklahoma sucks. They're not like elite, man. They're just a good team. Like they're I wouldn't even say they're good. Like they're an above average team is what I would label Oklahoma. And I talked. We got an Oklahoma channel. I've talked to them. They think we're gonna win.
Don't put that juju on us yet.
Huh?
Don't put that juju on us yet.
I'm just saying. We'll have them on here.
I get it.
They're married. They're actually a fun couple, man. All right, so Ryan Hall here. If you had to vote for the best movie all time, what would you vote for? Shit. All right, I want both. Best
Brian
movie all time.
Brian Song.
Really?
Yeah, that's a great movie, bro.
I don't even know that. What
that's
hold on.
That's like fucking
Gail Sayers and Ryan. Yeah.
The best football movie or just movie?
You said movie.
All right, Curly Sue.
I like mafia. I like a lot of mafia stuff. I might say.
Me too.
I might say.
Hey, Goodfellas. Nah, I don't like how that ended. He snitched. Nah, he gotta go. He in witness protect. We just like Mike Hart.
Feel good. I might say Goodfellas, maybe.
How about a Bronx Tale?
Bronx Tale's good
it's
too.
Good, but
you go look at my movies real quick. Hold up.
Hold on, Mac and Me. Hey, Mac and Me. A Few Good Men. Let me go. Malcolm X. Devil in the Blue Dress. Short Circuit.
Go down this Denzel list. What is that? A Denzel list?
Hey, hold on. I ain't done. Wait to Exhale. You know what I'm saying? Soul Food.
Soul Food. You just said anything.
Hey, Johnny, Short Circuit. Joe's Apartment. Hey, Joe's Apartment was a good movie.
All the roaches. Now you.
All right, I'm gonna go with.
Hey, Johnny, you can't say Joe's Apartment was a good movie, bro.
That movie's Avatar. Hey, Titanic was a good ass movie, bro. I love that movie.
Hey, Mac and Me. How about Mac and Me?
I don't know what the hell Mac and Me is, Mama.
Hey, it's the little dude in the wheelchair and the alien.
You know what is slick? One of my favorite movies, and it's not highly acclaimed or nothing. That Battlefield movie or Battleship. Where they got the shit Rihanna in them. I like that movie, bro. I watch it almost every time.
Yeah, because you used to play that game all the time. That's why you like that movie.
No, I like the concept of
I'll just play it.
I like all that.
I used to love Battleship the game, bro. I used to cheat sometimes. Yeah, facts. The electrical one, that one was dope.
But football movies like football, I like
Remember the Titans?
Remember the Titans. I like Friday Night Lights. Booby, man.
Oh.
Hey, you want to know the best football movie though? The Program.
The Program is good with the psycho middle linebacker.
yeah, juiced up. That's what's up, man.
The Replacements is a good football movie.
The Replacements is good with Keanu Reeves.
Okay.
The Little Giants.
Roughness.
That's Giants. Speaking of football movies, GT. Speaking of football movies, Rudy was offsides in real life. That movie is a psyop.
I rock with Rudy though. I ain't gonna front. I rock with that. Growing up,
I heard it wasn't even accurate.
It wasn't.
Yeah, they say it's not.
All movies are fictionalized. They make up some stuff.
What's the movie with Meg Ryan and the Fat Boys? That was a good football movie.
Stick to the
back of the day.
Stick to the basics. Oh yeah, Varsity Blues was good.
Radio was good.
I ain't even watched that. I couldn't even watch it.
Fuck, how's my math wrong?
What's that other movie? Football movies.
Any Given Sunday.
Any Given Sunday is
that was a good movie.
Yeah, I like
Any Given Sunday is real good.
And it's like it just shows kind of a look. Hey, let's pull up AD up here.
We're going
We
to
got
get up
Philip Buford.
early.
We're 18 away from the second hour. We got AD and Philip Buford. That's the end of our calls unless we get $18. We'll go an extra hour. Let's pull up AD. What up, AD? How you doing, bro?
What's good, fellas? How we doing?
What up, Anthony Davis? I hope your abdominal strain get well.
Man, dude, I heard Valeni like defending that trade, saying like they did the smart thing, like shipping
No
Luka
way.
out, man. Yeah, like 100% of Mavs fans hate it. Everyone, like he's the one person ever defending that trade.
If I was a Mavs fan and B-Dub just put us over the fucking mark, and B-Dub works damn hard for his money. I know everyone works hard for the money, so I want to give a shout out to absolutely everyone who contributed. I know everyone works hard for the money, and we greatly appreciate it. Thank you for contributing to the show. It means a lot to us, and it really does. I'm looking forward to hopefully we can meet everybody on the spring game. But speaking of that crazy-ass trade, bro, if I was a Mavs fan, I would. Listen, I stay loyal, and I don't believe in switching teams, but that may push me on the verge. Just like that's
that
just
wild,
so
bro.
disrespectful, man. It's just so
they
disrespectful.
just went to the finals.
So disrespectful, man.
That would have been like the Red Wings trading Yzerman in '98.
Wait, say it again?
About the Red Wings trading Yzerman in '98.
Yeah, that'd be sickening, dude. That'd be sickening.
That's like I was listening to a podcast about it, and the woman GM, she want to move the team or do something with it, so she got mad and traded. I mean, it could just be speculation, but if that's the case, that's crazy.
Well, I mean, what's crazy is let's give a shot here to beat up. He says Interstellar was an amazing movie. I cried when he was watching his kids grow up on the ship. It's because you have kids, beat up. But I've actually never seen that movie, so maybe I have to check it out sometime.
E.T. was a good movie.
I hear about Interstellar all the time, man.
Star Wars was a good movie.
Man, Fight Club, Training Day.
Yeah,
Fight Club is good.
Was a good movie.
I'm surgical with this bitch, Jake.
Yeah, Training Day was epic, man.
Man, did you ever see that Ben Affleck movie, Gone Girl?
Oh, that's a classic. Now that's a good movie.
I never want to get in a relationship.
Did you say Gone Girl? Yeah, that was wild, bruh.
I've seen it. Is this really?
I'll never get married after watching that movie, man. They can do that to us, dude.
Yeah, that woman was crazy. Like, because she didn't get her way. She did everything to that man. Yeah, that's crazy, bruh. Uplifter, though. You feel me?
Yeah, football movies. Don't forget Varsity Blues, man.
Yeah, Varsity Blues. That was a good movie. That was a wild movie.
Any Given Sunday is the best one, though, man.
Hey, what's the best basketball movie?
I got a program ahead of it, but I love Any Given Sunday. I just love those real, it just gives a real look at how it kind of is, you know.
Steamin' Beamin', man.
Yeah, Willie steaming beaming.
Willie beaming keeps the ladies.
Got a pre. Think you can defeat me? You dreaming.
Yeah, 300 was a good movie too. I love that movie.
That's a good movie.
300. That was different when that came out.
I didn't see the new one.
It's good. It ain't as good as the first one.
I don't watch that.
I like old school movies, bro. I just like old school movies. I think it's just a comfort thing because I'm pushing. I'm about to push over the line.
That's just like Mike, get out of here. Like
that Blink Twice movie on Amazon Prime is pretty good. That Blink Twice.
That's where Channing Tatum, right?
Yeah, it's wild.
Yeah, I know. I seen the previews. I said I'm not watching that.
You like those Channing Tatum movies?
Nah, this is a different take. This ain't Magic Mike. I see what you did. I see what you did.
Yeah. He's trying to get you, bro.
You're who's your favorite actor. I'm not insinuating anything, bro.
I see what you did. I ain't even go to. Hey,
my name's Jeff.
21 Jump Street.
Hey, 22 when he was like, hey, tell him your thing, man. He looked like the Mexican Wolverine. He said, tell him your name. He said, my name's Jeff. I lost it, bro. I said, man.
I looking like
Mumford wasn't good.
Like Mumford and Sons and shit.
Yeah, fact, Mumford and Sons. Hey, Scarface was a good movie. But
dude,
he was tripped out though.
You know, like how
he was tripped out.
They weren't even going to put it in the movie theaters, bro. Scarface is they were not even going to put it in the movie theaters.
That's a classic. The Godfather, The Godfather 2. Now that's my movie too. The Godfather 2.
I like the first two. The third one, not so much.
I ain't never even finished that or finished.
I didn't finish it either. I started it. I didn't finish it. I couldn't do it. Yeah.
Man,
but since we're talking about TV, since we're talking about TV, The Sopranos is better than The Wire. I'm tired of people.
I agree. I'm with you.
The Wire's acting is B- at best.
No.
Yes, okay, it is, bro. They read the script. They just reading it half. The first two seasons, the acting it's pretty bad, bro.
What? No, the first season was great. The second season was garbage. I'll give you that.
The acting is not good.
I thought it was.
No.
Well, Sopranos ended when it should have ended too. It didn't go too long.
No, I disagree with that. I'm so pissed at that. It had 2 more years, in my opinion, bro. Me and Johnny got into it. I was like, Johnny, remember I was like, it's 8 seasons. Like Johnny's like, no, it's 6. I'm like, what? It's really 7.
What storyline could they have done to go further?
I actually just started it again. I'm in season 1 again. I'm watching it again. But
hey, the penguin
you know how she's building. You know how she's building that house.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you could have kept going. You could have kept going with that. And then what I really wanted that I felt like they missed out on, it would have been sweet to see the New Jersey family go to war with the New York family, and like actually some real fucking beef shit, like some 1940s families go to war. Like they could have ended it epically.
Jersey didn't have enough. They not a big family, bro.
You call the family from Italy overseas, bro. You know he had the connections. That chick was trying to sleep with him anyways.
She get him like
TJ.
Tony was
CJ, you really thought that out, didn't you?
Yeah, well, dude, I love that show. I was really bummed out it ended. And like, dude, here's the deal though. The mob boss chick wanted to sleep with Tony anyways. Tony was fucking every girl anyways. So why didn't he?
That's where he messed up. That's where he messed up. He should have slept with her.
Yeah, then he could have built up his forces.
Yeah.
Anyways. Yeah, but no, Game of Thrones is still number 1. I know the final season.
Game of Thrones.
No.
The final 2 seasons?
Yeah, that went on too long.
Season 8 was fine. Season 9 was
bad.
I understand people's frustrations. Okay, I understand.
Because it's a slow show and they tried to rush it. Like you can't.
You're right. They did in 6 episodes. It's because the budget was too high. They forced the writing. I mean, it was just I can't believe they botched it the way they did.
Yeah.
But but no, like the first 8 seasons, in my opinion, were fine. I was fine with season 8. I know they were outside of the books, but I thought Game of Thrones Game of Thrones. Listen, it was just an amazing show.
It's up there because I can actually watch it again. If I can watch it multiple times, it's pretty good.
Number 1.
Ramsey was the craziest dude on that whole show, man.
Who's that?
Ramsey. He was the biggest psycho in that whole show.
Oh, he was a psycho.
He was like there were a lot of psychos. He was the biggest one, dude.
Ramsey was a psycho because Joffrey just ordered people to do stuff, but Ramsey he'll fillet you.
That's what I'm saying. He like kept that dude alive for like 3 seasons worth of torture.
Yeah, he'll torture a woman, a kid. He don't care who it is.
Yeah, he's like skinning people alive. Joffrey. Everyone always says Joffrey, but he was like shooting arrows into chicks and shit, dude. Like, no, Ramsey was filleting people alive. And I don't want to give. I'm sorry, man. I'm getting.
Well, and the dogs.
Yeah,
he was something else,
dude. I got Breaking Bad at number 1 though, man.
No, all right. It's a good show, but not even top 5.
Good. It is good.
Johnny, what's yours? What's your number 1?
I got Sopranos number 1, hands down.
Yeah, both of you are Sopranos,
bro. The Sopranos. The reason I love The Sopranos is because it deals with human nature, and a lot of people don't realize what's going on with the psychiatrist scenes. They think they're boring, but it's breaking down how you deal with your mom, how you deal with your friends, how you deal with having a gay person around when you've never been around that and dealing with that. Like you're dealing with they're breaking down human nature and what makes us think and what makes how we react to that. You know, people don't realize that. And then you get all the scenes of him at home with his family, dealing with the regular family, everyday life with his wife. Like it seems like you're actually watching a real life, him with his family. Like it feels that's so
I also
like another level for me. I've watched The Sopranos probably 150 times or something, like for real.
I like it from the kids' perspective too, like AJ and shit. Like, cause like he was like my age Although he's a little bit older in the show. He's
the
like
culture
13 years old.
divide from the dad to the
like
son.
I can relate, but it's like, all right, you have this mafia family in the late 90s into the early 2000s, and like what they're going through, what it would be like to be like a kid in that family. Like AJ had no idea his dad was even in the fucking like into the mob, and then like the way the characters develop, you know, it's just epic, dude. And then the way his family goes against him and shit. Not to give anything away, although this show's been out forever, but like his mom and his uncle and shit, and
Man, there's a reason none of those guys on that show have done any acting ever since. They're acting on that show.
A lot of
not
shows
good.
are like that. A lot of shows are like that, though. You know, not often.
Wire's got a ton of people acting after that.
What show?
The Wire.
The Wire. A lot of those dudes were first-time actors. And this is another thing about The Wire. There's so many characters on there. They're on there, but they don't really get that much screen time if you really think about it. How many, if you put in the hours, how many hours was Omar on the screen?
They rotated. The problem is they rotated it too much. Like every season, that was one of the issues I had. Like season 1, I hated that they went to the dock in season 2. Like if they would have just stuck with that storyline they had, it was epic. Yeah, and then they went back to it in season 3 though a little bit when they brought the school into it and all that. But like, they did a poor job with that shit.
Yeah, it was all right. It wasn't. A lot of it was realistic, though. Like you said, it brings real life.
It was very realistic. Yeah. I got that pandemic.
It was, but
man, Ozark's what got me through the pandemic.
Ozarks is good.
Ozarks was good. It was good.
It's a slow burn, but
I haven't even finished it, to be honest with you.
Oh, TJ, all this time.
I know. I do. I don't sit down. I'm into sports and then I'm busy. I'm at sports, gym, and then work.
Man, I'm with you. Hey, speaking of which, man, I wanted to ask you. It seems like, man, we are like loaded at basically every position. Lamar Woodley's killing it. Running back, we're going to kill it. We got Bryce. O-line, we got depth for days. We got to figure out the right pieces. Not worried about any of that, man. I'm legitimately worried. Are we sure Coach Lou is the guy? Our D-line is not looking good, and we're not in on any top guys for D-line going forward, man.
Oh, you're talking for recruiting?
It's a problem. I think
we did pull Nate Marshall. We did pull Nate Marshall.
Yeah, that's one guy. Who else we got? I know, like going forward after this year.
Well, I mean, look, Travis Moten, I think, is a potential sleeper special, just like Mason Graham or Kenneth Grant. I really do think he has that potential to be on that level. Travis Moten's no joke. I look into Travis Moten if you haven't. And then Benny Patterson's also, I think, a sound addition, but not to the elite level you're looking for.
Right, that's fair.
Bobby Kanka, we'll find out about. We'll see if he can crack the rotation. Well, Julius Holly, I mean, interesting, but not elite either.
Well, we got Biff now, man. Is there a non-zero chance we get Zion Ailey? Any chance we can get a visit?
I say it's early. I mean, it's early. I mean, I think we're gonna find. I think March we'll find out a lot more. Right now, kids are starting to schedule their unofficials and officials. So, I mean, listen, I'll tell you this right now. Michigan's NIL, they're up. They're pushing, dude. So, I mean. I wouldn't be surprised to see new names added once visits start up. You know, here's another thing too that like I think Michigan, like I know like Moose, I've had these talks with Moose. He's like, man, Michigan's got to pick it up because we haven't really gotten any commitments. But like, if you watch how Georgia and Alabama operate, they're not locking guys up right now because they don't want to outbid themselves.
Mm-hmm.
So I think Michigan might be playing a little bit of that. Like, there's no need to give your best offers right now. Because I'm going to be quite honest with you guys, and we know this. Some of these kids are going for best offers. Ty Haywood was best offer, guys. You know what I mean? Nate Marshall was best. You know what I mean? Although Nate Marshall did have interest, but we're talking, some of these kids have been best offers, you know? So I think Michigan potentially doesn't want to overplay their hands on some of these recruitments. So you want to play it slow. You got a whole year. You're going to be battling teams anyways.
That's fair. Are we sold on Coach Lou, though?
I am at this moment. I'm not concerned about Coach Lou. He's a good developer. Last year, I mean, honestly, if Jalen, all right, here's the deal. If Jalen Williams stays in this class, are you having any concerns?
Yes.
Really? Jalen Williams, Nate Marshall, and Travis Moten with Julius Holly? You don't think that'd be a great haul?
I mean, maybe we've just been spoiled over the last 5 years because we've been like a top 5 D-line school. But, man, we're looking thin now, dude.
Oh, I don't know. I don't think so. I think we have some sound depth right now. I
mean,
I'm not. Granted, what?
Or thin for this year or the next
year? Like going forward. Like, yeah, this year will be okay.
Well, look, we're not going to have Mason Graham, Kenneth Grant production. That's not going to be there. I mean, it's just not. You're not going to get 2 first-round defensive tackles, man. That's just not normal.
Well, dude, we also had Aiden, and then we had homeboy who was on the other side, man, and we've had other D tackles and Chris Jenkins. Like, we've been loaded D-line for years.
I don't think we're going to drop off. I think Rayshawn Benny's about to be borderline first-round draft.
That's
good. And TJ Guy.
Yeah, I think TJ Guy's ready to take that next step.
Yeah, he that dog. He got that dog in him, bro. I'm trying to tell y'all.
Yeah, I think we're okay. I don't think it's. I mean, do I anticipate elite play? No, but I think we're going to be okay.
Well, we also had Elston, who had all the faith of being a recruiter and developer. Man, maybe he can develop these guys into something. And I'm sorry to cut you off, Marv. Go ahead, man.
No, go ahead, AD, man. I don't know why you ain't convinced after that bowl game.
Right. That's a good point.
I don't know why you not convinced. Listen,
for who?
They had 5. Yeah, they had 5 sacks. That's just like the Rose Bowl. They had 6 sacks with a 6-year senior linebacker. And we was out 26 players, and the defense go into Florida and do that. Come on, bro. We good, bro. They figured something out. AD, they figured something out. And once they figured it out, it became chess now. They were playing checkers, and then they started playing chess, and they got bad for a lot of folks, especially the people in Columbus.
Yeah,
it got bad.
Yeah, D-line basically won us that game, so yeah, you're right.
My position would be this. I would just I can't say like I'm not going into 25 like I was going into 24 with our defense. Like I'm not that confident, but I feel I think we're going to still have a very strong offensive line. Elite, I'm not at elite, but I think strong I think we will be strong on the defensive line. I really do.
Yeah, I do too.
But we'll find out, man. I mean, look, if they don't develop, then, there's going to be some fingers to be pulling,
They got a 12-man rotation coming out here.
Yeah, so if we look at the rotation, I have my depth chart here. If we look at the rotation, look, TJ Guy, Cam Brandt, Trey Pierce, Rayshawn Benny, Derek Moore. And if we look at our second
eaters, bro, just straight eaters.
Eno Etta, Damon Page, Trey Williams, and possibly Dominic Nichols will be ready.
Who's Dominic Nichols? Who's Dominic Nichols?
You don't know who Dominic Nichols is? I'll show you.
I know
Dominic
his name.
Nichols.
I'm like, why is that like exciting?
Because he ain't lived up to his name yet.
You said why is it exciting?
Yeah, I mean, like I get it. Like we're not bad, but it's like it's not what it was.
Well, bro, Dominic Nichols was a freshman, man.
Well, I know, but okay,
and bro,
EG kids coming in, Nate Marshall. What is
Nate Marshall
edge, or is he an interior?
Bro, you're forgetting that 2023 team with Chris Jenkins, with Braden McGregor, with Jalen Harrell, with Cam Goody, with Josiah Stewart, with Derek Moore. That don't happen. That's not something that's going to happen every year, bro. Even remember when Georgia had that great defense?
Yeah.
What were the last year?
That's not normal, bro. That happens every few years when it all comes together.
Yeah,
we're not going to reload like that. It ain't going to reload like that. But I mean, I still think we're going to be a top 10 defense next year.
Yeah. We were literally 12 deep. Like all these dudes can play on the D line.
That's our championship year. They were.
You had Kenneth Grant on the bench. You had,
One thing to think.
The same thing happened. Sorry.
I was 80.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Mama, I'll let you hit it after this pause. But like AD fucking one thing that will
these dudes
develop, man. Like dude, Rayshawn's only gonna be better, faster, and stronger next year. Derek Moore, he knows it's his year. Like, so he's gonna be on some, this offseason will be a big year for him. Cam Brandt showed out towards the end of that year last year. TJ Guy was giving me, I don't want to say this exactly, but like not Kwity Paye, but Uche. Josh Uche vibes. No, not Ojabo. He's not that fast. Josh Uche vibes. The way he was coming on, when he got opportunity to play. Like, I think Michigan's going to be okay. The one I will say this though, I'll say this. I wish Michigan got one more Sam edge rusher. I wish they did in the portal. They didn't. I thought Jayshon Barnum was going to be that guy. It'll be interesting to see if they supplement him there. But I mean, I think it's still strong. No, he's going to weak side. He's going back to Will.
So they say he didn't want to do that.
Yeah, he didn't want to do it. It's his call. He wants to stay a linebacker. And I'm not mad because he started playing at all Big Ten level at the second half of the year.
And you can still rush him like they were doing last year.
Yeah, you could roll. Yeah, exactly. But AD, give us your final thoughts, man, because we gotta get to our next caller.
No worries, man. I appreciate the time, dude. And,
I just want to say this to AD real quick. Hey, listen. I know we didn't accomplish a lot of things last year. I know. But listen, what we got coming down it, bruh. Listen, I'm trying to tell y'all, everybody in here. I understand y'all gotta be optimistic and that I'm just, bruh. Sharon Moore is not playing no more. And what we got coming back on that defensive line and that offense, the way Chip Lindsey runs that screen game and that passing game, bruh, and then bruh, we about to, the two running backs. Oh man, we about to. Oh my goodness! I'm trying to tell y'all. AD, just sit back and watch this, man.
AD, you
going to Blues?
AD, you going to spring game?
Oh yeah, of course, man, for sure.
All right, well, maybe we'll see you there, man. So have a good night, bro.
Don't
be a stranger, all right?
I'll leave. Can I ask one last?
Yeah, go for it.
I was curious. Is Wink 100% coming back? That's official. We don't need an announcement on that. He is coming back.
I mean, he's coming back, bro. I mean, he's been good. It's been good for about a month now. I mean, I guess you never know, but did the Saints fill that DC spot? I know it's supposed to go to another guy though.
Staley.
With the Stanley from
we're good. Okay. Wink's not going to go for another year.
And that's why I'm saying, AD, don't worry, bro, because now that system, Wink's system is in.
That's true.
Oh, bro. And the cornerbacks and the safety, oh my goodness. Hey, what's the dude from Tennessee? Walker? Oh, he played lights out in the last 3 games. Lights out.
He did. I appreciate the time, guys. Have a good night.
All right, Andy. Have a good night, man.
And we forget that John Benny was coming off an injury last year. Like he was hurt in the offseason. So this is a whole offseason for him to actually get that work in to get better and not be trying to come back from injury.
Facts.
Yeah, definitely. All right, let's get up. This is my guy, Philip Buford, man. He's an Ohio State Buckeye. I'm gonna let you guys know though. Good dude. No, Marmar.
Philip is that guy. No, man, me and Philip cool. That's my dude.
Yeah, Philip's a good dude, man. So I want to pull him up. What's up, man? How you doing, bro?
Hey, what's up, guys? How you guys doing tonight?
Hey, we're chilling, man.
What's up, Phil?
What's up, Marmar, my guy from Dayton. My man. But no, I just before I get started, I just want a quick fun fact. Y'all was talking about football movies prior. So TJ knows I'm in the DC area, and I was telling TJ before how I play football up here. It's actually so funny because like Remember the Titans movie, the first team they played in that movie was my high school, Hayfield, and it's always funny. I always think about it because like I remember meeting P.D. Jones, running back, y'all. I met him when I was in high school, man. I gotta say, probably the biggest hands I've ever shook. Outside of meeting my guy from Atlanta. Dang, who was the guy? Who was the basketball dunker that came from Atlanta, the Hawks back in the 80s and 90s?
Dominique Wilkins.
Yeah, Dominique Wilkins. Yeah. But outside of meeting Dominique Wilkins, probably the biggest hands I ever shook in my life. But that was just a little fun fact. I really appreciate you guys bringing me up. I just wanted to say, TJ and I have been going back and forth on social media just about the rivalry, man. I'm not gonna lie, TJ. I had to go Ghost for a little bit, man. I tell you how you guys did us in November, man.
I respect it, bro. I mean, I'm sure you're feeling good right now, though.
I'm really not. So you know this about me. You know this about me. I'm a Ohio State Buckeye fan through and through. Grew up in the rivalry. I had family that played on both sides, both for Michigan and Ohio State. I'm a military brat, so I kind of come from like outside of Ohio perspective, even though my family's all from Ohio. But I really am. I'm not too comfortable, man. I'm not too comfortable about how everything is, and even about the Natty. And and I know Johnny on his show is always talking about you guys just need to shut up, sit in the corner, enjoy your Natty, and just enjoy it. Why you guys always complain? You guys are never happy, never satisfied. And I'm just never satisfied. I'm always just like striving for perfection. Like the coach from Remember Titans said, perfection in every aspect of the game. And that's how I am. And that's how I think every Ohio State fan should be.
Facts. That's how I even with my boys.
So I grew up in the military. So, that's a military mindset, right? Perfection in everything you do. And I just look at our program. I didn't even look at Michigan's program. And that's why, I'm so invested in watching y'all channels and picking up your knowledge is because, you're only as good as your next closest enemy. You're only as good as, your next opponent. And I'm always looking at that Michigan team and like, okay, what does Ohio State need to do to get up on them? And I just think that's what's lost in modern society as a whole, but especially with our rivalry. I think people are too content with us, getting out here, achieving these goals, and not understanding that the first goal we always have every year is to beat Michigan. Like nothing else matters outside of winning that Michigan game. And so even, to go back to what you're saying, TJ, like, am I happy we won the Natty? Absolutely. Was I celebrate? Absolutely. Did I spend too much money on all this shit that comes out when you win the national championship? Absolutely. But I'm not satisfied. I was not satisfied after the game. I wasn't satisfied after the national championship. And as much as I love Ryan Day as a man, he still has to prove it to me as a head coach in the rivalry. Because at the end of the day, as an Ohio State and Michigan coach, you can win all these national championships and you may be loved, but what's your record in that game? Like even Jim Harbaugh. Jim Harbaugh is a player. You can't talk nothing about him. He was a great quarterback at Michigan. Jim Harbaugh is a head coach. He was a good head coach, not a great head coach at Michigan. And why was he only a good head coach and not a great head coach? It's because of his record in the game, especially in the game against Urban Meyer. And as much as I love Ryan Day, Jim Harbaugh and Ryan Day are not in the same category as head coaches. And so that's why I don't even look at Jim Harbaugh's record against Ryan Day. I look at his record against Urban Meyer, and that's what matters to me as a Buckeye fan. Because in my opinion, those are two head coaches on the same level. And Ryan Day, he's a pup in the game. He's still learning. He's like Sherrone Moore. Are they going to be excellent head coaches in the future? I really think they both will be. But right now, they're still growing pains as a head coach they're going through. Where Urban Meyer and Jim Harbaugh, they were at the peak of their coaching abilities when they played in that game. And that's why I think made those games so special to me being a Buckeye fan. So I'm sorry, I know I'm talking a lot, but I'll let you guys cook. But that's from my perspective, that's why, these games have kind of lost a little bit of steam from what they used to be with the Urban Meyer, Jim Harbaugh. Because even remember this, people forget this. People think like those Jim Harbaugh Michigan teams against Urban Meyer were all crap. There's games where there's 2-3 matchups, 2-5 matchups, 3-4 matchups, all throughout after the first really 2 years as Jim Harbaugh's head coach. All the other matchups, we essentially both were top 10 teams. So those were pivotal, games where whoever won that game essentially won the Big Ten or went to Indianapolis for the Big Ten. And I just think that's lost. And I think that's lost in a lot of your Michigan fan base is that as much success as you guys have had in the last 4 years because you guys beat us, imagine if you guys would have beat some of the Urban Meyer teams. Now, how many Big Ten championships are we talking about? How many potential national championships you guys talking about? Especially in 2016. I think that 2016 team could have made a run. Could have made a run for making it going to the national championship game if we didn't beat you guys in double overtime. And I gotta say this, JT wasn't short.
What?
He wasn't.
But y'all, the refs were on y'all side.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I can admit that. That we had Urban Meyer was one of those coaches, and this is one thing I actually give a knock to. I actually knocked Ryan Day for. I don't think he works the refs as good as old school ball coaches. Old school ball coaches, if you ever play for any, they work the ref from the beginning of the game, from pregame to when the team gets off the bus to the end of the game into the press conference. And one thing I think a lot of head coaches nowadays, because they're so involved in the X's and O's, they are not good game managers, and working the refs is part of being a good game manager, in my opinion. And I think that's the reason why people think on Ohio State, you guys probably saw on social media, a lot of people were talking about how Ohio State didn't get one defensive holding call. We didn't get a call on our side pretty much all season until the national championship game. Why is that? You got to look at the coaches. Are the coaches telling the refs to look out for this? And I really think, as good as Ryan Day is as a head coach, as a schemer, I don't think he's a good game manager. And I think that's really played a part of it. I don't even think Sharon Moore is really a good game manager. And TJ, you and I talked about this on Twitter. I think there's a lot of games that you guys should have won this year if it's still Johnny's word. It's still Johnny word. If Sharon Moore wasn't a bonehead, I think y'all would have definitely won 2 more games this year.
Yeah, he was learning on the job.
Hey, so okay, you got that point about the game manager, but I'm gonna point something out to where he corrected that, and he went on and did it again. Okay, when we was about to kick the field goal to win the game in Columbus, Sharon Moore let the clock run down because a helmet came off. Okay, this is 2 weeks after the Indiana game where he did that blunder. He didn't call the timeout when it was like 1:05 on the clock, 1:10 to 1:05. Okay, but in the Ohio State game, he corrected that. The helmet came off, so that's a 10-second runoff. So he let the clock run down 10 seconds, and then let the clock run down after the 40 seconds. Then he called the timeout with left 48 seconds on the clock instead of 58 seconds on the clock. And then he went on and kicked the field goal. Great. So he corrected that.
But Marmar, one thing you're forgetting about in that situation, you're totally 100% correct, by the way. One thing you're forgetting in that situation, Ryan Day was a bonehead, and he called a second timeout in a row.
Because there was too many people on the field.
Yeah, so understand this. Sharon Moore, you're correct. He made an excellent call with time management in the game at the end there. But he wouldn't have been put in that position if Ryan Day, as a game manager, was operating effectively like he should have been in that situation.
No, I was just pointing out where Sharon corrected.
Oh yeah. We're both correct here.
I was just, and I understand you meaning Ryan Day not a good game manager, but he also had 12 players on the field that when made him call that second timeout. And if you listen to Joe Klatt, he wasn't able to, so he had to take the penalty, which made it 1st and goal for Michigan.
Which shows he's not a good game manager because they just called a timeout, and so there's no way that should ever happen. Johnny knows this, TJ knows this, you know this, Marmar. Coming out of timeout, you should never have that situation ever occur. And I don't even care if you blame that on any of the defensive coaches or the players. That goes straight to the head coach. That goes straight to the head coach.
Somebody didn't call out the players that was on the field. So
and same thing in the 2023 game. You know, we go back to that game. I really think, in the heart of heart, as great as the team that was for Michigan, we let y'all off the hook a few times in that game. And when I say I think we let you guys off the hook, I'm talking about right before halftime, where Ryan Day, rather than trying to try to get a touchdown before halftime, he settled for that dang field goal. And Jaden Fielding, being as average at best kicker as he is, with all the confidence, you know, he went up there. You know, Sharon Moore called the timeout right before he kicked the first one. He kicks the first one and goes through. And Jaden Fielding's like, oh, he thought he had it. He comes back second time around, shank that ball. But you know, the only reason why that situation occurred, because Ryan Day was thinking, well, if we go into halftime with 3 points, we have momentum going into the second half. Where he should have learned from the dang Georgia game. You never rely on your kicker to end the game for you. You go score when you should have. Even in the Notre Dame National Championship. And I'm sorry, I know this is a Michigan podcast. I'm not really trying to talk all about Ohio State because I do want to talk about some Michigan stuff with you guys. But I will say this too. Even in the Notre Dame game, you know, if we were so lucky that the game ended the way it did, with Jaden Fielding making that extra point and us going up by 11 and icing the game at that point. Because what if, with all that time trying to milk the clock rather than just trying to put the ball in the end zone, if us trying to milk the clock, that kick that block, and miraculously Notre Dame would have took that ball back for a touchdown and converted on 2-point conversion, because obviously we couldn't stop a 2-point conversion all dang night. And so that game could have easily went into overtime because of poor clock management. So again, I love Ryan Day as a head coach, but I really think there's a lot of things he still needs to work on as a head coach.
Listen, look, Shomore had his moments this year on some clock management, some in-game decisions, and as well as some player substitutions and starting players, and not utilizing players properly like Donovan Edwards and things like that. But it is, we'll see what year 2 brings for Shomore. But I will say one comment you made though, but we can move on to like anything else you want to hit on with Michigan. You're talking about how like Jim Harbaugh is not a great coach at Michigan. I disagree with that. And I will say we should have won that 2016 game. We agree, I think.
Yeah.
And then the 2017 game we should have won if what's his face didn't enter the game at the end.
Haskins, my boy.
Yeah, we were looking like
old high school.
But you did make the substitution at the right time, and you guys got the victory. So there's where we are on that. What else did you want to talk about? We'll talk about regarding Michigan, man.
Yeah. So I just really want to touch on this. So I heard the last caller talk about the defensive line, where I think I can understand his standpoint, but I really think right now the defensive line is looking really solid at this point. For me, where I think the issue lies is with the offensive line. I really am not sold on your offensive line. And I really, especially with the tackles, I really don't know what you guys are going to do with tackles this year. And especially since I think you guys are going to try to pass the ball way more than you guys have done in the past. And so because you are trying to pass the ball way more than you have in the past, I just think that's going to, lead to a lot of issues potentially, where you guys are going to be vulnerable. And then you guys also don't have the tight ends you guys need, I think, to run an effective offense compared to like what you guys run in the past. Now, I know you guys have a new OC, so who knows what type of offense you guys are going to run this year. But I really think the weak link this year on your team as a whole, as much as people talk about the defensive line and wide receivers, I think the weakest links are your tackles, both tackles on your offensive line, and I think also to your tight end. And I told you this, TJ, in on message. I really think us stealing Max Clare from you guys, I think that may come to bite you guys in the butt, because I think he would have been a dog for you guys.
Okay, yeah, that was wild for him to go to y'all. Y'all don't
disagree.
So like that.
Where we disagree is right tackle. We're fine. Andrew Sprague is ready. He's a 6'8", true freshman starter last year. This year he'll be a redshirt freshman. He's ready. He's big time, top 50 player overall last year. He's big time. Evan Link showed potential, but I would lie to you if I said I had zero concerns with that. I do have some concerns. Left guard though is a concern. Because we don't know who it is yet. And Lawrence Tatar is a Division II player or like an FCS player. And he's not even coming till June. So he's not even in the system. So for me, that's a concern. So left guard's my concern. Tight end, Marlon Klein might be ready. And if he's ready,
he
then
should be out.
But to your point though, not getting Max Clare, that was crazy. And that was not good.
Yeah.
Other tight ends, Hogan Hansen. Yep.
He showed some promise this year.
He's solid, but like, are they elite? Marlon Klein has the potential to be elite. He's the most athletic tight end. So I don't know if you know this, Philip. Marlon Klein is the most athletic tight end we've probably have had, maybe since Devin Funchess.
Yeah, I know about him. He's from Germany, so he's actually from near. He's from where I'm originally from. So I actually have some football buddies in Germany that have told me about him for years. So I'm aware. I just think he's average to good, but I think for your offense, especially since I still don't see the difference makers at receiver, I think you still need an elite tight end. And I just think Max Clare, like I would have you guys winning the Big Ten if you guys had Max Clare, personally speaking.
I'm not mad.
And I think that's the type of player he is, and he will be in your offense.
I can't believe we didn't get him either. I thought we were going to get him. I'm pretty pissed about that, to be honest with you. Because honestly, if we got him, I'd feel better. I'd feel a lot better.
I don't see why.
Yeah, like I said, he's from Cincinnati. He's from Cincinnati.
Yeah, but there was something else too.
He may have a girlfriend or somebody that goes here. You know, Ohio State always gets everybody's girlfriend to go here. Yeah. Ain't that hard to get into Ohio State as it is Michigan. Trust me, I know from a grad student level.
Respect.
You finally admit that.
Well, he ain't.
No, Hey, trust me. If I could have gotten into law school, if I could have gotten into law school, I would have been a Michigan Wolverine graduate. But I couldn't get into law school at UM, so that I'm not a UM graduate. I'll be honest about that.
We respect that, man. We respect it.
Well, shit, Michigan is tighter than you.
Well, so
outside of Penn State, I would agree.
Penn State
tighter than you?
Yes, Michigan right now.
I don't have Penn State, man. Their recent history is kind of crazy.
So
Theo Johnson, Cole Brenneman. I know this, but I just think when it comes to what I'm seeing also in the NFL, I'm a Cowboys fan. So we have a couple of you guys as tight ends on our team, and Shoemaker, and there's a lot to be there's a lot left on that meat of that
maybe
bone,
that's your coaching, Philip. You ever think about how's things going in Dallas?
You know, TJ, I live in DC. I live in DC. I've been a lifelong Dallas fan, as you know, since I moved to the United States.
Yeah.
I'm telling you right now, I'm about one more season away from just becoming a Ravens fan. I'm really about to just leave the whole NFC at this point, just become an AFC
go to
fan.
Raven. I'm not mad at you. All right. Hey, give us your final thoughts here, Buford. We got to get to our next callers. We got like 20 minutes, but I got to get to everybody.
All right, I'm sorry, guys. I just want to say I really appreciate what Marmar, TJ, Johnny. I respect you guys and what you guys do for the channel, and what you guys do for college football. This is the greatest rivalry in all sports, and you guys make the rivalry better every day. So I appreciate you guys. Talk to you soon. Go Bucks.
Don't be a stranger, bro. Call him more.
After tax season, I got you, bro.
Facts. You feel me?
You got paid.
I'm an accountant. Man. This is my busy season right here.
You're an accountant. All right. Yeah. My man. All right, we'll talk. All right, we'll stay up.
All right, brother.
Don't make no money, big dog.
Fuck, he's like after tax. I'm like, what are you about to fucking donate? He's like, no, I'm an accountant.
Town health services.
Shit, let's get B-Dub in the house. He's been waiting so patient. Hold on, let me get this super chat. 23 Tails, $5 super chat. What are y'all focusing on in the spring game or position battle? I'll hit on one thing. I won't hit on the obvious. I'm looking at wide receiver play. Johnny, what are you looking for?
In the spring game?
Yeah.
O-line. Well, I can't say O-line because we do the mix and match.
They mix and match them. It's hard
I
to
know.
do it.
So my bad. I forgot.
Shit.
Wide receiver. I'm gonna have to go wide receiver too. Quarterback or wide receiver, definitely.
What about you, Marmar? Okay, I think
I know. Like you said, it's all mix and match, so I can't.
Yeah. Well,
I can't. It's just gonna have to be the quarterbacks because.
How about I got another one. I'll let B-Dub go, but I got one more too. All right, so Marmar's quarterback. What do you got?
I think the position I want to know where. Oh shit, dude! I'm drawing a blank, man. He's coming back, right? He's coming back for senior season.
Who?
Rod Moore?
Safety.
Rod Moore. We stacked this safety.
Rod Moore?
Rod Moore. I want to know if Rod Moore plays nickel or I need to know who plays the nickel corner. Like that's it. Safety? I think that's the key because we realize that's nothing but man.
All right,
I think that would be huge on defense to find out who that is.
That's fair. I mean, that's a good point. We are interested in who that is. The other thing we really need to look out for is a good one. How does this offense look? It's a whole new system. Let's look at how this offense looks. Now, obviously, it's going to be a little simple, but but at the same time, let's just see how Chip Lindsey's offense kind of. We'll get an idea. We'll get some flavor. I mean, we'll find out for sure. So I appreciate that super chat. We got another one.
Do you know how many tight end sets he runs? Do you know like does he do a lot of just like six like down on the line there a lot with tight end and like spread or what?
Well, he does a lot of he does have a spread. I mean, I've seen him use multiple tight ends though. I've seen him do 6 down linemen. It's a power spread. He really does a lot of like short. He really there's one thing. All right, so if there's one thing that might frustrate fans, but I don't think it should because he's kind of creative. He does a lot of short to intermediate passing, and he doesn't do a lot of long ball game. But at the same time, he's creative. And like Marmar, if you want to hit on it, because Marmar showed me a video of this guy breaking down Chip Lindsey's offense. Marmar, you want to hit on what the video basically broke down?
Yeah, it was this showing them how he was doing his screen. But in his screens, um, I mean, y'all gotta watch it, man. I gotta when this live and I'll just tell Johnny and TJ can tell you. But in that screen, it's like a multiple personnel screen. So soon as it opened up, soon as the football is in the air going to the quarterback hand, you see three people going into like a RPO screen, and if you have a mobile quarterback in this system, there's four options you have to defend. You either gonna have to defend out to the 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 side when you're throwing it to the running back, or you got the receiver that the tight end that cuts in as the screen, and then the receiver that cuts out a little bit, and then and then the quarterback. It's crazy, man. I showed TJ. I told TJ to watch the video. It's nuts. It's nuts.
To be honest, we probably could have played it. I'm not going to now because we got two more callers and our time's running low here. But maybe next call show. There's no reason we can't play. We shouldn't get any copyright. All right, so MGO Blue Bread, $1.99. Sorry, Philip left. He goes, what does he think about the DC? Shit. Damn it.
Yeah,
I wanted to
ask him.
So get this. So I actually do know what he thinks because me and him have been talking. He says he kind of likes it. And I was like, and I told him, trust me, you won't. But we'll find. I mean, whatever.
Hey, why would you choose him out of any other defensive coordinator that was in the league? That even let's just be honest, he was jobless this past year, right? He was.
All right,
jobless,
you want to know
right?
what I think? You want to know what I think's going on? All right, can we talk about something we haven't really talked about, but it makes a lot of sense? We know Ohio State took a $30 million deficit.
Mm-hmm.
We know they did not offer Jim Knowles the highest contract. They lowballed him compared to the competitors. I'm thinking they didn't have the money to go after an elite guy. This is what they had to settle with.
A guy that wasn't really on the
radar. I call bullshit. No, because everyone.
Why would you call bullshit? They have a $30 million deficit. They didn't have to offer Jim Knowles.
Every football program pretty much runs that deficit. You make money, you spend the money.
No. They most programs break even. They don't run $30 million.
Correct. They break even. But I'm saying how do they run? I don't think they ran a deficit. I'm pretty sure they
did. They ran a $30 million deficit.
Yeah, they did.
I don't know. I don't know if it was ran correctly. It doesn't make any sense. Like you said, you always break even. You make money, but you spend it. So it's sort of like you accumulate it over the year, but you've already spent it the previous year. So I don't know.
No, I've never heard of that. But it was a thing this year, and the articles are out there.
Yeah. That's just a horrible choice. That is a horrible choice. Like out of all the other options, you could have chose a linebacker coach from the Baltimore Ravens. You could have chose a cornerback coach from the 49ers. You could have chose anybody at this point, right? Even a guy who just was under a good defensive coordinator. That would have been a better choice, honestly, than guy who didn't even have a job and just sucked. And you're gonna try to and Menace to Sports gonna try to review his Patriot film. You're gonna go back to the Patriots to be like, oh, this is probably what he's going to do. How long that was? How long ago?
All right, check this out. Ohio State's athletic department had a deficit of nearly $38 million for the fiscal year ending in June 30th, 2024. This was due to a combination of increased expenses and decreased revenue. Coaching salaries. Coaching salaries are up from $28.1 million the previous year to $28.5. I'm telling you, their coaching pool got cut, which is why they settled for fucking Matt Patricia, bro. You don't gotta believe me, but I'm telling you, it adds up. That's why they didn't offer. That's why they didn't offer Jim Knowles. Just what was it?
Like they were off by like $500,000, weren't they? Wasn't like
was it 500?
$3 million, and like they were 2.5.
I think he got what 3.5, and they offered. Yeah, I don't know. It was something like that. I don't know. At the end of the day, something's up because why wouldn't you just offer the money? Why would you lowball your defensive coordinator who just won you a fucking natty and had an elite defense for you? I'm telling you, something's up, bro. It ain't right. There's a money issue.
They were talking about. I mean, there was rumblings that it seemed like everyone was for themselves.
Well, that's true too. Larry Johnson and Jim Knowles didn't get along. There's some coach beef.
Yeah, they say, yep. Sam Webb was talking about the roundtable today about the whole Larry Johnson thing and just rubbing people the wrong way, and just they weren't
after the whole Oregon game, everyone was pointing fingers, and Jim Knowles was like, "It's not my fucking problem." Like, well, I can't say that. They were pretty bad that game, but
yeah, they were.
they were overall bad. Oh, it felt so good. It feels so good. They're the only team, dude. I just be praying so hard for their fucking downfall, man. So hard every
Ohio State.
time. Yeah, and they always win, and I fucking hate it. And then finally,
Yeah,
Oregon
we got to
did
quit watching the
something.
watch parties.
Those watch parties.
They hard
Hey,
to beat.
B Dub. Every time we watch, nobody can sit up here and say nah. Every time we watch a game, even with us or with them, the outcome is always the opposite. And I'd be like, man, we got to start watching these watch parties because we cursing this shit.
Yeah, I
So
know, dude.
yeah, man.
I just know, sometimes I'll be at Bubba's, with my wife and my kid, man, and the game will be on, and which I love Bubba's. Bubba's is amazing. And just watching them, dude, and I'm just like, please just fucking lose. Please just fucking lose. And they always win, dude. Can't stand it.
It's because they're not used to Ohio State's not used to losing, but a lot of these teams, they're not used to beating them. Yeah. So there's a hump that they have to get over, and it's not easy to get over that hump. See, Michigan has done it, so Michigan's not scared of them. Like, oh, y'all can't beat them, we'll smack them around.
True.
Yeah, I know. Takes a grown ass man.
But everybody else, like Nebraska, had them dead to rights. Nebraska had them, and they just couldn't execute.
Johnny, the refs helped that game.
The refs were bad. They did do something too.
Offensively, they look like trash at the end.
What's the coach? What's Nebraska's coach? Matt Rhule. Is it
Matt Rhule?
Matt Rhule. Yeah. He was having coaching blunders. Dylan Raiola was missing touchdowns, but they still were right there. They just couldn't. They're not used to doing it, so they got to get over that hump so they have that confidence.
Yeah, speaking of Matt Rhule, how do you guys feel about that? How would you feel if your coach, if Stromo was like, you know what, spring game, it's not going to be televised. You can show up, but I ain't televising nothing because I don't want my players leaving. Like,
yeah, I don't know. It's just a coach looking for a way out, like a way to not do it. Yeah. I mean, quite honestly, though, it's in my opinion, I don't know. I hope it doesn't go away, though. I love the spring game.
Yeah, me too. DJ Waller balled out in it last year, and he was instantly, see ya.
Yeah, that's true. Hey, USA scored.
What's the score?
Watch the hockey?
2-1. Yeah, Four Nations tournament. USA versus Finland. USA just scored against Finland. What up? But I'm not gonna lie, Finland jerseys are fly as fuck, though. I kind of want one.
All right, them blue and yellow ones?
No, that's Sweden. Finland's the white.
Yeah, hey, Sweden's are sweet.
Nice too. Yeah, Sweden's nice.
Yeah, that blue and yellow. Yeah.
Yeah, it's clean. I like foreign hockey jerseys, bro. I think they're
Me too.
Shit. I got a few. I actually have Sweden's old one. I got Finland's old one.
You got the hockey game. You got the hockey video game.
I do have that. I do have NHL 25. I love hockey, man.
Hey, man, that's my game too, bro.
22 or 23 or something.
Yeah, that game is dope. 25 is actually a good game. I gotta get back into Call of Duty though. My cousin plays that shit. I don't even know plays that shit.
A lot of people don't know how to play.
All right, B-Dub, give us your final.
Hey, thanks, Johnny.
You guys a minute. So, hey, B-Dub, you going to spring game, right?
Well, shit. Who's the other guy? Who's the other guy who's going with his kid? His kid's the same age as mine, so I feel like I should go.
Yeah, tell your girl it's for educational purposes.
For educational purposes. My kid can talk now and stuff, so it's a lot better now. So, like, obviously I'm not gonna leave him or anything, but he fucking runs. Holy fuck. No, I hope this class that we're going into for 26, man. I hope we do better on the D line. Like I did see, AD. I mean, I don't think he really knew the whole, where we were, as a D line going into this year. But I just hope this class fills out a lot better. I know it's, I just want 3-4 top guys. Like I know this class we probably had maybe 2. One was on the fringe there. I would like to see maybe three maybe top 200 guys. You know, maybe 2 top 100. You know, it'd be like, damn, dude, we got. I mean, like a good, like a great tackle and a great edge, and I'd be happy. You know, obviously, I think Holly is okay from this past class, but I really wanted that. I think we did great with the one kid that I'm losing
Marshall?
names. Yeah, with Nate Marshall, right? Nate Marshall was a fucking great pick. So, but he's a little bit small though, so I don't know what he's going to fill out to be a D tackle.
Who? Travis
was he
Moten?
3 tech? Does he play a 3 tech, or is he going to be an
Travis
end?
Moten?
No, Nate Marshall.
No, Nate Marshall's a rush edge, dude. He's like 6'5", 240.
Okay, so there you go. So we didn't really get. I mean, besides Moten, but he's a project guy, right? So I mean, I understand.
Yeah, Moten is a bit of a project, but
I
he
would
has a lot
like
of upside.
less of a project guy as a D tackle. That's what I'm saying. I would like, hey, guys like fucking 280, 285.
So Nate Marshall's 6'4", 245. That's perfect, bro. He's going to be a force. Nate Marshall's like legit. He's my favorite player in the class.
But I think it's just because we just were spoiled this past year. Because really, up to this point, we haven't really had an exceptional D tackle play, right? I think it's mainly been edges for Michigan for most of our.
What do you mean, Maurice Hurst?
For the last 10 years, huh?
Maurice Hurst was a big deal.
I guess.
What do you mean?
But
dude, if Maurice Hurst did not have a heart issue during the combine, he would have went like first round.
Man, he was a dog.
He had a heart issue,
I'm just saying, for Michigan, for the past, you could say, decade, we've been predominantly producing edge rushers. I feel like we put out.
What about Graham, bro? Fucking not go about Glasgow. He was legit.
He was, yeah. I don't know. I mean, for Michigan, he was good. I'm saying it would be good to put more elite D tackles into the league through us. Obviously, that's a very spotty position.
We're about to have the 2 top defensive tackles.
Yeah,
because technically Georgia had back to back, right? They had Carter, and then they had the other one.
Yeah, so, I mean, listen. Would I like a little more consistency? Sure, but I think Michigan's fine. I mean,
yeah.
But no, where I do agree with you though is 2026 defensive line needs to be elite. I don't disagree with that. That needs to happen. But,
yeah, but there's only so much money, right? It looks like some of these kids, especially from the 26 class, looks like we definitely. Near the end there, we paid up, right? We paid up. We paid the piper for these top recruits. We got them. Obviously, there was 2 Jolene specials in there, but for the most of them, you had to pay up, and we finally got the money together, which is great. So, obviously, I'm not going to worry anymore because I know I was worried last year around this time. Like, man, like it's not looking good. But we closed like a G at the end. So I'm not worried. Even going into into the schedule, I feel like if we have maybe 10 recruits, I'm fine with that because I feel like we're going to close no matter what at the end.
We will, and honestly, I wouldn't have any concern. June's when we'll know what's up. I mean, listen, kids are going to commit from March until June. A lot of official visits, a lot of unofficials, a lot of visits in general. June, like when June comes, we'll know where we are. Like we'll know what's up. Like we'll be fine. And plus, I think we're going to get some big-time recruits in the next few months anyways. But all right, beat up. I got to get to our next 2 callers.
Okay.
So I appreciate you, man. Go Blue, buddy.
Go Blue, smash.
Smash. Let's get to our guy, Cam, and our last call will be Ramez. Let's get to Cam. How we doing, Cam?
What's going on, you guys? Go Blue, man.
Hey,
what's up, Cam?
How y'all doing, man?
Hey, we all right. Kicking it.
Yeah, what I'm looking for in spring, I want to see how the young guys react for a lot of people coming out because of Bryce Underwood. That's gonna be my, that's gonna be my focus for spring. And the first game of the season, are Sherrone Moore willing to play the young guys more? Because I think that what happened in the beginning of last year. A lot of the young guys didn't get a chance to play because we was in close games that we don't need to be in close games in some of the games we played. So if we can start off fresh and build the momentum, then we can have a lot of young guys play, and then by the middle of the season, they'll be seasoned to play.
Yeah, but it's actually kind of typically the opposite. I think Johnny just dropped out, but typically your young guys play as the season progresses because they learn the scheme, and all that, like they learn the scheme, they get comfortable, and also they build knowledge and not only that, feel for the game. So that's why you see, like, for example, let me give you an example, Cameron, when Will Johnson started playing towards the end of the year.
Yeah.
How Andrew Sprague played towards the end of the year.
Yeah.
Like typically you don't see it too early. I mean, you just don't.
I would like to ask y'all a question. This because Michigan don't really play freshmen early, and I see a lot of elite teams play freshmen early. You think they're going to change since we got Sharon Moore and we getting these top flight talents trying to come in? You think that'll change?
Well, I mean, maybe, but I think it's got to be earned. It won't be given. Like, I don't think any player comes into. I don't think any player comes into this and Sharon's guaranteed anything to any of them. I don't even think Bryce Underwood was guaranteed. I know, like, Marmar's like he was told. I don't think he was guaranteed anything either. They got to come and earn it. But I'll tell you this: with elite talent, Andrew Marsh, I think, is going to play early. If that's what you're referring to, I think Andrew Marsh is going to get run. I think Bryce Underwood's going to get run. Let me look. Who else do I think? I think, let's see. I mean, I think it's possible we could see. Shoot, I wouldn't be surprised to see a Shamari Earls or a Kainoa Winston.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I'll tell you, I'm not big on true freshman and trench play, but Nate Marshall, I'm telling you, I'm a big fan of Nate Marshall, man.
Because I say that because TJ, I saw what Philly did in the Super Bowl. They had a 9-man rotation on the defensive side of the ball, and that reminded me what Michigan did the whole season in 2023, where they rotated at least 8 to 9 players on that defense line. And if we can get back to that, we can win. We can win the whole thing because by the end of the third and fourth quarter, the offensive line gonna be tired, and our guys gonna be fresh.
Yeah, I don't disagree. And if I look at the roster now, I think we have about 8. And if you want to count Jay Sean Barnum as 9, I actually think we have 9 for next year already.
So yeah, we got to start rotating. Just rotate them like we did 2023. We'll have no problem. Our offensive line, low key, is going to be real good because of the experience that the right tackle and the left tackle had at the end of the season. So I'm not too really worrying about that because now Sharon Moore can go back to coaching the guys up with our offensive line coordinator. So I'm happy for that. So it's going to be exciting, man. And the spring game is April 19th, right?
That's right, man. You going to be going?
Oh yeah, I'm there. Oh
yeah, bro.
I'm there. Well, I'm putting my fight in tomorrow. Matter of fact.
Oh, shit. Where you from, Cam?
I'm from Wisconsin.
Oh man. Well, hey man, I'm glad you're a Michigan Wolverine, bro.
Yeah, I know. My whole family are with Badgers except me.
No kidding, bro. That's wild.
Yes. Well, and shit. I went to the game.
Bring me some cheese curls.
And you know the crazy part about it, I went to the game like I think about 15 years ago that we played in Madison.
Oh, okay.
And it was like I think it was like about 20 Michigan fans that was there, and I wore my stuff, and they was giving me hell, bro. But it was in good fun. It was again fun. And I'm gonna say this, and and a lot of people ain't gonna like this, but the Big Ten got one of the best fans, regardless of the rivalry or not, because they very passionate about their school, and that's what I like about the Big Ten so much. We are very passionate about our school, and we travel well. All Big Ten team. Go ahead, TJ.
No, but to your point, Cam, like, listen, I'm not a Big Ten guy. Like, I'm Michigan versus everybody, period. But I do like our conference. Like, I think and I'll be honest, like, I'm pro expansion. I like the Oregon and I like the Washington. I like the USC. I even like the UCLA. I like that 4. I like it. I do want Notre Dame in this conference. I do, because I think they'll be exposed personally. I think they'll be exposed. But yeah, I mean, no, I'm pro Big Ten, but I'm not rooting for, like, it's Michigan versus everybody. Everyone else can suck.
Yeah.
I like our conference. I mean, ACC's that's just a dumb conference, you know. And then Big 12, they're doing their best, but they just don't got it. SEC is respectable. I mean, they're respectable. They're about it. But now the Big Ten, I like it. It's got a nice feel to it too.
Yeah, and Notre Dame was scared when they supposed to come. What, like 15 years ago? Notre Dame supposed to came to this conference.
I mean, I don't know. They're always trying to push it off. I mean, Notre Dame's just
they scared, man.
Oh, they come here, they'll be exposed. I really believe that. They'll have a lot more Northern Illinois games. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because if they'd have came when they supposed to come, I think they'd have been a better program. What it is now, they're a good program, but by them being with the Big Ten and the Midwest, they'd have been much better.
Yeah, I respect their. I mean, listen, I respect Notre Dame, but they'd be exposed.
Yeah.
But all right, Cam, we're gonna move on to our next caller, Ramez. Appreciate you. And hey, as we get closer to the spring game, we're gonna give everybody updates on our plans. And if you guys want to link up,
okay, yeah.
One thing I know for sure is we're definitely gonna be at Hailgate for a bit.
Okay.
And we're gonna figure out the rest of everything, and then we're gonna do some stuff later too. We do have a post game to do. We got to figure all that out. So
okay, yeah, I'm gonna be watching y'all. I'll be watching y'all.
We're gonna watch the game. Listen, we're gonna be in the stands watching the game. So whoever wants to like take it with us, we're for it, bro. So
okay, all right, no problem.
We'll talk, brother.
All right, God bless. Go Blue, man. Smash.
Go Blue.
Yep, smash. Go Blue. Hell yeah, man. Now we got Ramez, and I just want to say we're on to our last caller. Again, man, another show where I'm just like really appreciative of the community. You know, a lot of familiar faces, a lot of, we got Buckeyes calling in. We got Buckeyes in the chat, and it's not even about the Buckeyes, but we got obviously and obviously we got Doreen in the chat. My guy Burks wants to call in, but we're up against it. It's nice, man. And I just want to let you know I appreciate it. I look forward to doing this call-in show every Thursday with you guys. And then every Tuesday, obviously, also seeing all the familiar faces and talking ball. So it's appreciated, and we appreciate you guys. So thank you so much. And everyone who called in, everyone who contributed, it means a lot. Let's get to our last caller here, Ramez, who's another normie. What up, buddy?
What's up, TJ? What's up, Marmar? Just finished the dinner with Sam Webb that I told you about earlier.
Oh, tell us about it.
Yeah, so number one, it wasn't the academics as the showstopper, according to Sam, with the wide receivers that were asking for reasonable amount of money, because Michigan will be selective and will not pay up to the crazy amounts that Branch and the other guys are asking. So it wasn't the academics, it was unproven offense and a new offensive coordinator that a kid does not want to risk his 1 year left to go to the NFL, to go somewhere that was unproven.
Okay, so you got some. So they told you guys how some things broke down. So you mean to tell me Skylar Bell was not academics?
Not the biggest part of it.
I'm gonna argue very hard against Skylar Bell. Maybe some other wide receivers I'll agree with. But they might.
Sam Webb is. I asked the question specifically. Sam Webb is not very optimistic that will land the wide receiver during the spring portal. Really? However, an offensive tackle may be possible. The only thing that could help is during the spring ball, you light it up. Wide receivers and quarterback light it the fuck up. That's the only way that maybe you have a chance of getting a wide receiver that you want. Nobody wants to risk his future, especially if he has a 1 year left, to go somewhere where he can't produce.
Interesting.
And Michigan has been topping the money a little bit with the Skylar Bell and that guys, but the money that you're topping is not worth the risk. So they get cold feet at the end. It was close, but get cold feet at the end. It's like, nah, you know what? Too risky. Another one I asked about too, because I want to say before I forget the stuff. Meadows. Michigan was not the highest bidder. His father came back and asked for $1 million, and Michigan said thanks. Derek Meadows.
Okay,
his dad.
Here's what's interesting about that. Here's what's interesting about that. We I won't name no names because that one of the individuals is in this chat right now. But we received an email with somebody who would know more than Sam Webb would. Let's just put it that way.
Mm-hmm.
In the email they said that they were the highest bidder for Derek Meadows.
Okay.
So it's interesting. Now here's what I do know. They wanted Michigan to pay more than where he went. We know that. That was in the email. So maybe that's what they meant by that $1 million offer. I think
his dad. His dad, he said.
And he came back and wanted I think maybe that's where there's maybe some translation here.
Mm-hmm.
But I think so I do know. So from what the email told us is that we offered the most for Meadows, and then they came back and wanted more, and then that's where Michigan said no, thank you.
Nate Marshall, they wanted him to play every single down like he mean it. So like when he plays it, the way he means it, elite. But then not every down attacking it with the same enthusiasm. So that what they need to work on is make sure that every down is played to the same level of intensity.
Barnum? You mean Jay Sean Barnum?
Marshall, the new guy.
Oh wait, so really the freshman they don't think so say that again. They want him to play every down?
Like he needs to be playing every no, I'm saying during if you put him in the game every down he goes to play with the same intensity. So that's what they need to work on with him is to bring the intensity up as consistent intensity.
He takes plays off.
Mm-hmm. Okay. When what's his name? Mikey Keene had a discussion with Lindsay. He asked Lindsay straight up and am I gonna get a fair chance at starting? And he was promised that he will get his fair shot of evaluation. And then the agreement was or what Chiplin what Keene said, if I lost it fair and square, I promise you to mentor the new guy.
Nice. Damn, Remez coming in with the insider intel, baby. What else you got for us?
Okay. I said the one because I remember these few things. I said Meadows because these are the ones I actually waited a little bit and I started talking with Sam before I left, where everybody left. So I asked about this money. I asked why aren't we paying money? He said they're not going to pay $4 million for wide receivers. I told them we need it. He said their priorities: quarterback, tackle, D-lines, and
I said the same thing.
And then so Sam Webb was talking to me as if I understand it or it makes sense. It doesn't make sense to me, but he's talking to me as if I should understand that. So I was like, okay, you're not going to argue much because you were trying to get a lot of questions in, but whatever, if that makes sense, I don't know why wide receiver wouldn't be paid as much as well.
For example, Zachariah Branch was asking for $4 million.
Correct. He told me that. Yeah.
Right. So that would make sense why he would bring that number up. But for a wide receiver, so for example, guys, let's just look at this. Even though this kid is an athletic freak and one of the fastest players in college football, do you guys think this production's worth $4 million?
That's what Sam said, but I told him I need it. It's about my needs. I told Sam it's about my needs. But he said the production is not there, as you saying, TJ. I was like, okay, but I need it. I put myself in that position, so it's my fault. So Sam Webb thinks that Mikey Keene will start. And Sam Webb said, he believes that Mikey Keene will start. He said he discussed with Sharon Moore, and Sharon Moore believes that team is a playoff team. And when Sam Webb talked to him about the second game in Oklahoma, he said that he's going to bring a running game like they're not. What did he used the word he'll bring a run game that they're not. I don't know if he said expecting or a run game that will surprise him, something along these lines.
That Mikey Keene's gonna bring a run game that surprises.
No, Michigan will have a run game plan that will be an overwhelming type of thing, like along these lines. So I don't want to make a word that was not 100% correct.
Like I said, they in that spectacular hall with some cooking up some shit, and I'm trying to tell y'all.
It's good to hear that Moore is expecting. I don't want to say expecting, but he feels we have a playoff team. I'm happy to hear that. And it's interesting. The wide receiver thing is interesting. And I think that will change though with Bryce Underwood and this offense with Chip Lindsey. They know what they got to do. And let's be honest, we do have some quality wide receivers. We just don't have any elite wide receivers. That's just kind of where we are right now.
The same thing like you said, TJ, about Browder. He said Browder has vacuum hands. I know you said good hands. So vacuum hands sounds better because good hands may sound sexual. I'm just messing with you. So, but he said he needs more time. You're not going to see.
Yes. His route development he needs to be better at a route runner. But his hands.
Marshall will play. According to Sam Webb, he believes Marshall will play 100%.
Nate Marshall, huh?
No, the wide receiver, Andrew Marsh.
Oh, you said Marshall. Yeah, Andrew.
No,
Marsh.
no. Andrew Marsh.
Yeah, I agree with that too. I think he will play as well. So yeah, all right, that makes sense.
Yeah, that's all I got. So
that was good, man. You did good. You did good on your reconnaissance. See, he's one of our Connor Stallions individuals. Even though I don't know if you are Connor Stallions, but he's doing work.
I'm the tier. I'm in the middle tier.
It's all good enough, man. Good enough. No, Ramez, thank you for bringing that intel to us. It was good to hear. Nothing really out of nothing I didn't expect. The only thing that surprises me is the academic things. I know that, man.
Because I asked that because I remember you talked to me about that, so that's why I was hitting it so hard with him, and he was like adamant. He told me wide receivers. I do not think we will be getting a wide receiver in the spring portal. He said light it up during the spring game, and then he said maybe. You know how Sam Webb like twists his head and said maybe. You know, he does it like that. So he did it like that, maybe, but it's really fighting an uphill battle with wide receivers right now from the transfer portal. And Michigan has tried to pay. They paid more. For Skylar Belt, they offered more, but it wasn't. But the risk for the kid is too high, and I understand the kids like want to go to the NFL.
All right, so here's the thing, though. He wasn't going to come here and drop and lose 30 credits. Like, that wasn't going to happen, man. Like, that's why, like, the academics, I know it mattered. And I was told it mattered. There's no way he was dropped, because if he came here, he'd have to go down to 67 credits. He'd have to go to 60 credits when he's just one semester away from graduating. There's no way that was happening.
But what worried him more is his NFL prospects, for sure. And that could make sense to you, because who cares about a degree nowadays anyway?
If he graduates and he transfers, because there's rumors that Michigan's going to try again.
I asked him, is Michigan going to circle back? He told me maybe Michigan will circle back, but he said you have to light it up. You have to light it. He said you have to light it up. You have to light it up during the spring game. He said you have to light it up.
I've heard there's still interest, so we'll see how that goes.
No. So yeah,
we'll see.
That's it. And yeah.
Are you going to spring game?
And I think B-Dubs was referring about me, the guy who has a kid around his age, because my kid is like going to be 4 in August and is the same age like B-Dubs kid. So I think when he was trying to say the other guy, I think he was referring to me. And me and my wife, we took our kid to games and stuff. So I was always wondered why B-Dubs is making a big deal out of it. But we will plan, of course, for a kid. Just if the weather was too cold, it would be hard for him, right? You don't want to torture a kid, but hopefully in April the weather. Like, I never been to a spring game before. Do you guys know if you have to register, get a ticket, or you just show up?
No, it's free.
You just show up.
Free. Yeah, you just go.
Anybody walk in?
Yep.
Okay.
I mean, that's how it was. I haven't gone to a spring game in a few years. Maybe it's changed.
Yeah, man, it's like that.
Yeah, you just walk up.
Yeah, you got to stop. You got to walk through the gate, though. They got to check you, though.
Yeah,
but to answer your question, the answer is yes.
Oh, me and
my wife like to go to the games.
Yeah. Fourth goal.
Yeah, my wife likes to go to games, and it'd be nice to take our son there. So the plan is yes.
All right, nice. Well, we'll see you there, guys. Appreciate
you guys. Bye.
Guys, doing work for us. We appreciate it, man.
Bye. Go blue. Bye.
Right. Go blue, buddy. Go blue. Go blue. All right. So that is the show. Team USA is up 4-1. We had an excellent show. Thank you, everybody who contributed. Thank you, everybody who called in. Marmar rocked it with us all show. So we're happy for that. Johnny dropped out. I got to see how Johnny's doing. But again, guys, thank you for being well. Go, Marmar.
So West Squad to come on, but I don't know what happened.
Ramez always throws us the 2 at the end. We appreciate that, Ramez. Yeah, thank you, man. And thank you for bringing all that information, talking with Sam Webb and all that. We do appreciate it. So,
how you get to talk with Sam Webb?
To a fundraising. I think it was a fundraising dinner tonight. So he was
okay.
Ramez got it, dog. You feel me? Ramez got it. But
I know.
So all right. So our next show is gonna be Tuesday at 8:00. Michigan Wolverines live. Actually, let me look at the calendar here. Oh shit! Never mind. Our next show is the members only Monday, 8:00. Members only, tier 2 or higher. We will do a members only hangout. Maybe we got some information that we can share with you guys there. And then the show after that would be the Tuesday Michigan Wolverines live, which will be me and John D'Adamo. also on Tuesday. So look forward to that. And then next week, Thursday, we have another call-in show. So be on the lookout for that. Looking forward to that. And again, appreciate you guys being part of the community.
Hey, TJ, let me say something to David Greenfield, whatever he got there, whatever his name is. Hey, your national championship is not better than the 2023 Michigan National Championship. We done checked up all the boxes. We accomplished all our goals. And you got the natty that is called I Can't Beat Michigan Natty. So stop. Please stop.
Bro,
y'all, your fan just came up here and could admitted it that
they got to sleep at night, Marmar. They got to try and sleep at night. You're giving them nightmares.
Well,
yeah.
Hey, listen, I'm Freddie.
There you go, Freddie. See you in your dreams. All right, man. So we're gonna get out of here. Appreciate everyone for being a part of it. Marmar, let them know where they can find you.
Just show them.
Just show them. Just show them. Want to just show them?
Yeah.
How you think this is the Holiday Inn, bro?
Hey, what, man?
Maybe why don't you know what your ad is, bro? Hold up. I don't know your ad. I tried typing your name. Oh, I got it now. You got some crazy number. You should fix that. All right, I got it. You know, Marmar, if you made this more simple, it'd be easier to find. So here's Marmar. Get at your boy. If you guys want to follow him, give him a follow. And that's it, man. So we're gonna get out of here. Any last words before we get out of here, Marmar?
Hey, yeah. I got one more thing to say to David Greenfield. Hey, asterisk. Hey, what happened in November? Belt the ass in your home, and we planted the flag before y'all scooted over there and tried to act like he was being tough and still got stumped out. Stop it.
It's all right, man.
Stop it.
Deep down, he knows. Deep down, he knows. He knows, Marmar. He knows. But all right, we're gonna get out of here, guys. Appreciate everybody who was a part of the show. As you know, it's Go Blue, and we'll give you updates on spring game as we get them. Peace out, everybody. Good night.